and welcome to Shapes and Forms, which has started about 20 minutes late because I am a moron. But
Eh,
that's
at least you're
okay.
a cute moron.
We'll go 20 minutes longer. It's all good. Um, Joining me today is Trevor Whatever as usual,
Hello.
and filling in for Shredney Vashtar, who is still in the internet limbo, is my girlfriend CC Rise.
Hello, everybody. It's CC Rise here.
And before we get started today, I have an important announcement, which is that I am moving at the end of the month or the beginning of next month. We
Hey.
haven't worked out a specific day yet. But to that end, I'm going to be spamming this Ko-fi link. Wait, that's not the right one. Hold on. Hold on. Going to be spamming this Ko-fi link. There we go. And if you would like to make a donation to that account, it would help a lot. If not, no problem. Just putting that out there. Now I think I'm gonna have to turn off the screen share for you two in the call real quick. Because for some reason, it seems like turning on the sound sharing turned off the sound on my end. I don't know why. And it's not like a thing with the volume mixer because I checked that and I definitely have the sound on. But yeah, let me fix that real quick. Screen share. Stop sharing your screen. Turn on screen share. Share
Did the
screen
sound come back?
window.
Sound.
No, actually, it didn't. Why is my computer being all dumb with noise today? Like I'm getting sound out of Discord and OBS.
Well, there was just a Windows update. So, my computer had some weird stuff with, like, the text interface
Yeah,
yesterday.
but I haven't applied that yet. I have it set to install on Monday.
Mm.
So that's not it. I don't know. Hopefully nobody minds too much that we're apparently doing a silent run of The Binding of Isaac today.
Mm.
I wish I knew how to fix it, but I don't. So that's fun.
There are worse ways to watch Isaac.
That's true. Also, Trey, suddenly you're very loud. You were very quiet before. Here,
You're also kind of robotic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a robot, so I guess that's kind of fitting, but
Yeah, you're like, uh, clipping kind of. It's weird.
oh no.
Wait, now it stopped.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Weird.
it seems fine now.
What a
It might
mystery.
be because I have push to talk on, but I can't turn push to talk off.
That's peculiar.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm
Oh, I
present
forgot
company,
to
you know.
turn. Yeah, I forgot to turn the capture screen for Isaac on, and suddenly it's not showing up. There it is. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm extremely smart and good at life.
We are competent.
We already
Yeah.
know. We already know, babe.
Oh, you know.
I'm gonna, like, turn to the control panel real quick. That's not. Why would you switch the locations of two icons as I click one? That's really dumb, Windows. Hardware and sound.
It
Sound.
was never known for being a particularly cooperative operating system.
I guess not, but
It could be worse. It could be Windows ME.
Gosh.
huh?
Windows
Yeah,
Meme Edition.
I I have no idea why there's no sound coming out of this.
Windows Murder Edition.
All right, well that's pretty cool. So how's y'all's week been? Well, I kind of know how Cece's week has been. How's your week been, Trey?
It's been solid. I went to go see one of my favorite bands twice.
What band was that?
It was Odessa, and then they had Kimbra and Casbo open for them.
Interesting.
Both pretty good shows. One time I did it in Raleigh, and then one time in Charlotte.
That's cool. But yeah, stuff. I'm actually like so frazzled right now. The commentary node in my brain is just gone.
Burnt out. Yeah.
Fair.
You seem slightly out of it.
You know, we're doing our best.
Yeah, like
As
I
long as you do your best.
forgot what time it was, and now for some reason the sound on this game that was literally working fine yesterday is not working, and it's a whole
And yet we
rigmarole.
could hear it on the screen share before.
Yeah, that was definitely the weirdest part. That you could hear it on the screen share, but not. I don't
I
know.
think that indicates that that's a problem with
Discord, yeah.
and no, not
No,
Discord.
no,
If it were a Discord problem, we probably wouldn't be hearing it. The problem's probably on your end with like the sound card or something, or your
maybe.
outputs. Because since the Discord sound wasn't outputting properly, but I was picking up your stuff just fine. Like whatever your computer's trying to do with sound output right now is kind of kerfutzed.
She's
Evidently.
she's your girlfriend and a member of the Geek Squad.
I tried applying to them several times and never got back to me. Well, not specifically to the Geek Squad, but to Best Buy. Like
You're
as
too
many
good for that
times-
place anyway, though.
it would have been better than working at Home Goods, I think.
Fair.
I applied to my first job out that way just yesterday. Would you like to know where?
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 At a medical marijuana dispensary.
Dope.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did mention that.
I don't know if they'll get
Um,
back to me, but I did apply there.
Well, where in the city was that?
I do not remember.
Because we are going to be living very far on the north end of the city.
Yeah, I
We're
don't.
going to be basically in Evanston.
I do not recall where it was, which, in retrospect, was not the smartest decision I've ever made. But as evidenced
Yeah.
by the fact that this stream is half an hour late and soundless, I'm not really great with decisions.
I don't think that has anything to do with your decision making.
Sure, it does.
You give yourself too little credit.
We're doing our best.
That's true. But yeah, the docket for today is going to be basically what it was yesterday. We're going to do some Isaac and then some GeoGuessr. Probably slightly less Isaac because playing this without sound is actually really bothering me for some reason. Like,
Mhm.
I never realized how much I use audio cues in this game. The weird little, like, splotchy sounds that the monsters make.
I guess.
Something you don't know
I-
what you got till it's gone.
They paved paradise to put up a parking lot.
I remember like not usually playing with the sound on when I had it for the Vita, but
Hmm.
then again, I didn't play much with the sound on my Vita at all.
I guess that's fair. I feel like the main reason you need sound for stuff is the what's it called? The wall masters, like the hand things. They make the Isaac sound and then they fall down from the ceiling.
Hmm.
Yeah, mom's feet, but instead of feet, it's hands. I don't know why the enemies are called what they're called in this game.
Is
Hey,
that actually is that actually the official name, Mom's Feet, but instead of feet, they're hands?
No, I think it's just that like in the internal files, all of the like mom body part enemies are called mom's feet, even though they're not feet. But I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure. This is a good game, but it's odd in some ways. Hey, did you guys know that Isaac is going to be in a fighting game?
Yeah, I heard about that because it's actually the same fighting game that Quote from Cave Story is going to be in.
Quote from Cave Story, Curly from Cave Story, and Shovel Knight from Shovel Knight. Yes, in a anime.
And also somebody from Gunvolt, and I think Code of Princess.
What is Code of Princess?
It's a thing, but I'm not sure that was the girl I was seeing on that trailer thumbnail.
Umihara Kawase?
I don't know. I've never played the game.
Was it the blonde lady with the comically large breasts? Because that was the character that stuck out most to me.
I mean, she is blonde. Hang on. Code of Princess.
Umihara Kawase, grappling hook.
Grappling hook.
Grappling
Well,
hook.
that's Mabel from Gravity Falls that you're thinking of, Hines.
When's she gonna get confirmed? When's Tiny from fucking
Nope.
Tiny and Big gonna be confirmed?
Nope. not the last from Code of Princess.
Okay.
Incredible.
There's also a girl who looks suspiciously like the one deuteragonist from Ninja Slayer, which would be a crossover that would be interesting, certainly. I'm not sure that anybody even remembers Ninja Slayer.
We try to forget.
I liked
I
Ninja
don't
Slayer.
even know what it is. Really.
I
know it's a
I don't
thing
think
that
I had
Trigger
the
worked on,
pleasure of knowing what it is.
I know it's a thing that Trigger worked on, but apparently wasn't very good.
A lot of people said that. I respectfully disagree. It was like one of their weird in-between shows with very limited animation, but it was interesting.
So, kind of like a side project-ish thing like Turning Girls was?
Yeah, or like Inferno Cop, or...
Space Patrol Lilico.
Yeah. Also, like, the first episode had, like, no animation, and then some of the later ones were actually very well drawn, so there was, like, a bit of, like, haha, we got you going on there, and I think that may have backfired a little bit. It was a
Got
good
you.
show, though.
Kind of reminds me of what 12 Ounce Mouse did.
A little bit. I
Yeah,
actually
'cause-
think that 12 Ounce Mouse and Inferno Cop are somewhat similar.
Really?
Yeah. Inferno Cop is more, like, loud, but I feel like the general ethos is similar.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of dig like pieces of media that do that, where like they fake out your idea that it's like crappy intentionally versus like being crappy without like any knowledge of that
Uh-huh.
side of things, I guess.
Ooh, a Balls of Steel pill.
False senses of security with production values, I guess.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a decent show. But yeah, Blade Strangers is the name of that game, and it looks like it's going to be either like funny bad or maybe just good. I'm not sure. I kind of want to get it, but it's going to be $40, which is kind of steep for a game of that type.
Steam sales.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's coming to consoles too. In fact, I think I remember seeing something about a Switch release.
I'm not sure if it's like just because I'm an outside observer or what, but it feels like people have been like very adamant about getting Switch ports of every game possible, like and demanding such in a way that is like significantly more, I guess extra is the word, than regularly just asking for a game to show up on different platforms.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I
Yeah.
think in the case of Blade Strangers, it was like always intended to be available on all major platforms.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, the crooked penny. No, thank you. The Wii U had no games. To be honest with you, I and I'm not saying this because like, haha, Nintendo, but like I literally don't think I can name a single Wii U game other than like the launch titles and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
I can't even name the launch titles.
There was Zombie U and Miitopia.
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, Nintendo Land.
Oh, yeah,
Miitopia is
Nintendo
not
Land.
theirs.
The Wonderful 101.
I don't think Wonderful 101 was launched.
I don't think I
Yeah,
know
it
what
wasn't
that
it
is.
wasn't launch. It was a couple years after like it had been a thing, but that one is one of the ones that I distinctly remember being a specifically Wii U game. Also, Rayman was supposed to be like an exclusive, Rayman Legends, but
Yeah.
then Ubisoft decided to be Ubisoft about it.
Well, I mean, the Wii U wasn't really doing well, so I can't blame them for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I know what games have been on the Wii U. I own a Wii U.
I mean, I
But
wouldn't have been able to play it if they
Oh
didn't do
wait,
that.
hold on.
So,
Splatoon. Duh. That's
oh
like the
yeah,
big
yeah,
one. That's like the
yeah,
big one.
yeah. But really, at this point, pretty much anything that was worth playing on the Wii U, except for like Wonderful 101, is now on Switch. So
And the Switch
or will
just kind
be
of
within the next couple of like months, I guess.
yeah,
yeah,
and the Switch just kind of seems like a better made
or
console.
rather, has been announced by Switch, or announced for the Switch.
The
I
Switch
think that
the Switch
think that the
itself
big
opened its mouth and said, "Hey, by the way."
I've got Donkey Kong now.
Yeah, I think the big issue with the Wii U was the fact that people kind of didn't really understand it, like developers or consumers, honestly.
It was
Because, like,
pretty miserably marketed.
yeah, it wasn't clear that it was a separate console, like for the mothers on in Target looking for a gift for their kid for Christmas, and then just developers probably wouldn't have like really known what to do with the gamepad, honestly, because like it wasn't a portable device, so you couldn't use it like as specifically for that purpose, but you couldn't like you had to design it specifically with those features in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember there being some like really solid stuff for the Wii, which I mean doesn't really need defending. It's like one of the best-selling consoles ever, but like we had a Wii for a while, and there was like it was the obvious stuff. There was like the Super Mario stuff, Super Mario Galaxy, but there was also like some really good rail shooters and a Transformers game that I liked a lot that I'm no longer remembering the name of.
War for Cybertron, I think.
Yeah, it was like they couldn't port uh the 360 game directly, so they just like made a new game. I think that was how that went.
They did that a lot with Wii titles. Like
Yeah,
it was always either a different game entirely for multi-platform titles like Call of Duty, or otherwise like was just like a ported over version of the PS2 versions of games that were coming out on the 3.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
really, I
worked
think that
in.
the Wii U probably like, I think if the Wii U had been released when the Wii was released, it would have been a very different kind of thing. I don't know if it would have been
Yeah.
more or less successful than the Wii.
We have a request from GoGo. Exterminate! Exterminate!
No, see, the funny thing is that when
Yeah.
you did that, you sounded fine. It wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
doing the robot.
Yeah.
That figures.
Yeah.
Hey,
Heinz.
at least I
The
can pass
audio
a Turing
gremlins
test,
don't
though.
want you to have fun.
At least I can pass a Turing test.
That's true.
Mm.
Your mama's so dumb she couldn't even pass a Turing test.
Google has like software that they're working on that they announced this week that like has robots making phone calls that are almost indistinguishable from human like speakers, and it's interesting.
I hate that a lot. I
Yeah.
I like it's a cool concept, but I hear that and I'm like, cool. Now I'm gonna get even more like telemarketing phone calls from people that aren't actually people.
Yeah.
Like, when they achieve sentience, we can talk about it, but until then, they're just sophisticated chatbots, which I'm not fond of.
Something waiting for the singularity to come.
Yeah, more like the Stangularity.
Oh.
Something, something. Drake.
What are these giant bones that are coming out of your like thing,
Well,
your baby?
I've got Monstro's Lung, which causes you to like shoot in charged clumps, and I've got the $3 bill, which changes your tier effects on every room. So I'm getting like a bunch of different shot types. I think the ones that you are referring to was the Death Scythes, which is you get from the item Death's Touch. It's just a damage upgrade, I think, but it's reskinned.
They look
to
like
cool.
giant potatoes.
Sometimes I feel like a giant potato.
Oh my god, not you too.
Cocoa potatoes.
I worked in Walmart Electronics when the Wii U launched, and many people came in for it thinking it was a new peripheral. Yeah, that makes sense. What were you gonna say, babe? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I was gonna say your potato comment is funny because yeah, that is the thing we were talking about. The one you just used in that gargoyle room.
Okay.
But
the gargoyle room.
It's funny, the nickname for one of the races in Final Fantasy XIV, the Lalafell, which are like the little small people that you were gonna make your character when you were gonna try out the trial.
The tiny, like the little like gnome people.
The ones with the chubby cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fandom nickname for them are potatoes.
But why?
Because they're kind of potato shaped.
Actually, now that I think of it, people always called the protagonists from Girls' Last Tour potatoes. And then there were jokes because there's that one episode where they get drunk, and people were saying that was the vodka episode.
Potato.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Eduardo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends liked potatoes.
He did.
Very much.
I remember that. He would say like that he liked potatoes.
I like cereal. See,
No, that was
and I like
cheese.
potatoes.
Yeah.
That was cheese, but but the bit requires both cheese and Eduardo.
Yeah, they had like a conversation about one likes
about
cereal,
their food,
and one likes potatoes. That show was some.
I love that show. It's one of my favorites. Cartoon Network's made still.
I'm like gonna die in this room full of spikes because I can't coordinate myself properly.
Welcome to die. Welcome to die.
Welcome to die.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
Me flicking the lights on and off. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. And I'm dead. Well, that was embarrassing. Let me try restarting the game, see if that fixes the audio. I don't think it will, but I'm going to try anyway.
Maybe you should try restarting your computer.
Yeah, but then I have to turn the stream off, and that's like a whole thing.
Have you tried unplugging it and then plugging it in again?
It's a laptop!
Yeah.
Reinstall the software.
Have you tried deleting System 32?
Gonna delete your System 32, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
No! I need my hippocampus.
Your what?
Your brainstem.
No, that's not what the hippocampus is.
What item is this? I'm covered
Isn't
in
it
flies.
near the bottom of the brain though?
Near-ish. Like it's
Near-
it's kind of in the center.
Near
Where
automata,
all
the
the
bottom
bits
of
that
the
aren't
brain.
just the near a tomato.
Near a tomato.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been three and a
It's
half,
been
4. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's been
It has been roughly 3 years since I took my psychology class, so my brain knowledge is a little rusty.
Wait, wouldn't that be like neurophysiology or whatever?
Neurology, but
You,
psychology does cover some actual brain function stuff,
Huh.
as
Yeah,
opposed to just like, here's how the brain causes us to act. It's also like, here's how the brain kind of works. We're not going to have you operating on them, but you need to have a general knowledge of these
I guess that
things.
makes sense, like they're related subjects, but
yeah.
Granted, that's more if you're going into like psychiatry.
I took
that boy needs
the class in
therapy.
like high school, and like we had to make like models of the brain and stuff.
Looking down the model of the brain.
I think I made mine out of that like sculpty stuff.
Oh, that stuff's cool. My
Yeah.
younger brothers use that for school projects sometimes. The school actually sends us like a supply of it once a year.
Hmm.
It comes in these like, it's really funny because it looks so ominous because there's like, they come in a box that's marked with the school's logo, but inside the box they're just in these unmarked white plastic tubs. So it looks like you're like smuggling chemicals or something.
Jesse, we have to cook the sculpey.
Cammy, why are you posting Japanese in my chat?
Because she's Cammy.
Egg.
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 Philip
Egg.
is an egg.
You guys ever see that one clip of a guy just holding up an egg and he goes, egg! And then it just cuts to black?
Egg.
No.
It's pretty good.
May I
Pretty
offer
good.
you a nice egg in these trying times?
Do y'all ever think about, like, eggs?
No.
Don't mind if I just egg?
Have either of you ever seen that episode of Ancient Aliens where they start talking about, like, psychic eggs in the brain? It's pretty great.
Oh, God.
People
I
don't
have not.
realize that Ancient Aliens is actually the funniest show ever made.
I
It's-
mean,
like, it sound like, honestly, that sounds like a parody of itself, almost.
They like, I forget what the actual thing they were trying to get at was, but it was like something cosmic eggs within the brain, and you like use it to communicate telepathically with aliens. I think was what they were getting at. Like
Not
the
too-
show. The show went
Cool.
from like
bro.
aliens built the pyramids to like aliens built the concept of circles. That's
Not
not
to
these
invoke
squares
Godwin's
make a
law,
circle. All
but-
these squares make a circle.
but I remember stopping by your like stream that you did of it, like a bunch of episodes of it once, and I remember the theory. It was like they found the Nazis like found ancient alien technology like buried in some glaciers off the coast of like Greenland or some shit.
Yeah, it gets really wild really quickly. Like the first season is all like standard stuff you've heard already about like, oh, aliens built the pyramids. And then after that it just gets crazy. Like there's one about how there's like a Hindu mythological concept that actually refers to an telepathic alien version of the internet which you can tap into by meditating. It gets really out there really quickly. And by the way, just like in case anybody was under the impression that the evil had been defeated, there are new episodes of Ancient Aliens airing like this week. So
Oh my God. Also,
Possibly
you know,
right
you know
now.
you're not screen sharing right now, right?
I'm not. It's showing up on the thing, but it
I
might have
see
been.
nothing.
Yeah, it might have just gone off because I restarted the game. Hold on.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like it got pretty buck wild.
Yeah.
Buck wild.
And I think
Buck wild.
the episode that like the upcoming episode is about how Leonardo da Vinci was an alien. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, I thought that was just common knowledge.
Yeah, that's just, that's just science.
You know,
There was also this really great
Dan
one.
Brown had to write something in that novel.
There was also this really great one about half of the episode is about how the moon is a hologram, and the other half of the episode is about how there are secret, not NASA bases on the moon.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
And like at no
through the
point,
mountain.
at no
I
point
wonder.
does the show acknowledge that those two ideas are mutually exclusive.
Mutually exclusive, yeah.
I wonder if there's anybody out there that believes the moon landing was faked, but also NASA has secret bases on the moon.
Probably.
Probably.
There's this one really great clip I saw once of like a young Earth creationist preacher. He's speaking in I think Spanish, so it's subtitled, but he goes like, NASA thinks that they landed on the moon, but what actually occurred was that Satan inflated himself into a round shape, and so what NASA actually landed on was Satan.
Satan thick.
He's a large boy. A large round boy.
Shaped like a friend.
Shaped like the moon.
Well, Kirby's moon shaped.
I've actually heard of that guy. I know Win has brought it up on the server a couple times. In their defense, it is a very good clip.
Fair. That is a colorful piece of poop.
Yeah, those heal you when you shoot them.
Beautiful.
Because this game's just kind of like that.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Sometimes it's like that, yeah.
They don't think it be like it is.
But it do.
But it do.
Health.
I'm drowsy. I don't remember what that even does.
Hi, Drowsy. I'm your trainer.
Kind of reminds me of my my best friend just randomly put one night they decided, let's get a Pokemon bot for the server, and so there's Pokemon running about on my Discord server.
How does that work?
You gotta say, it's basically like whenever one shows up, you gotta guess which one it is, essentially, and be the first one to do it. And if you do it, you catch it, and then you can use the ones that you've caught to like basically like fight.
That
over
sounds
text.
kind of cool.
It's interesting. You know, the bot isn't perfect, but it's doing its best.
I might look into said bot
She does her best.
on the internet.
I named all of my bots on my server after record labels. So the Pokemon one is Dim Mac after Steve Aoki's label.
I had originally named all of mine after planets, which is why there's Unicron and Primus and a couple of others. And then we ended up naming one of them Craig, so now it's Craig.
Well, Craig is a planet.
He's planet shaped.
Fair.
Spherical.
Technically,
Spherical.
if you wander, you're a planet.
Not all who wander are lost.
Drowsy
But
is
all
the
who wander
stopwatch
are
effect
planets.
for one. Okay, that's good to know. Not
Wait,
all
does that make
who
you
wander
wandering, Jane?
are lost. Maybe. Sometimes
feel-
I like wander into the kitchen at 2 in the morning when I'm hungry. That's the kind of wandering that I do most frequently.
We should do some city wandering for the like a week or two after you get here.
I intend to, provided I have the time.
If I ever find myself in Chicago, I will come visit.
What if you ever find yourself living in a shotgun shack?
What if you
Or-
find yourself in another part of the world
Yeah, or like behind the wheel of a large automobile?
with a beautiful house?
Or a
And a
beautiful,
beautiful wife.
And you may ask yourself,
How did I get here?
Letting the days go by.
let the water hold me down.
Uh, it's a good
We have
song.
fun here.
We
We
do
do.
have fun.
Uh,
Like, guys, if you ever wanted a reason to subscribe, on no other stream will you have your hosts recite the lyrics to shit, babe.
once
What's
in
the
a
title?
lifetime.
Once
is one
in a
of the
Once in a
songs.
Lifetime by the Talking Heads. Just
Now,
in a deadpan voice.
now, babe. The name of the band is Talking Heads.
It's not the Talking Heads?
No,
Okay.
because I've
Because
had
that would
people
be-
correct me on that many times. It's
Okay.
not the Talking
It's
Heads.
like-
It's just Talking
It's
Heads.
like how bleachers are just bleachers.
Yeah.
I hate that because, like, not only does it sound like it should be the Bleachers, it makes it sound like Bleachers is more than one person. And it's not. It's just one guy. He writes good songs.
Owl City sounds like it should be more than one guy, but it's just the one guy.
Yeah, it's just the one guy.
I mean, I respect that, dude.
Is M83 more than one person?
I think so.
The Midnight City guy?
Yeah, like I know that they have a live band at least.
Boop-a-doop-boo-wap.
Bay, I think you'd like XRT out here.
What's XRT?
It's the station that my mom listens to most of the time. It's got a lot of classic rock stuff. And it was actually playing Once in a Lifetime earlier when I was installing our Wi-Fi
Oh,
extender.
that's cool. Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
nice to live somewhere that has radio stations other than country and, I mean, that's kind of it.
Christian.
No, we don't have a Christian station up here. Like, that would at least
That
be
is
some variety. But not, like, you get B104, which is, like, the pop station that this entire part of Pennsylvania gets. And you get, what is it? 9 something something Cat Country, which is the country station that my mom has listened to ever since she arbitrarily decided in 2010 that she was a redneck now.
Oh,
And-
haven't you heard?
And to be fair, they do occasionally play something that's good or at least like funny, but most of it is like really maudlin songs where a guy sings about how he's a father. And that's kind of it.
Yeah, that sounds like country. And the other half of country is girls singing about how they are going to kill their husbands.
No, that's
which
the
I
good
support.
stuff though, yeah.
That's, yeah.
Like Gunpowder and Lead is a good song.
Like, I am not crazy about country, but I have nothing but respect for the Dixie Chicks for making Goodbye Earl.
Well, you know they're not ready to make nice.
That's a song that they did.
Also to give an update on M83, it's 5 people. It's Anthony Gonzalez
5?
and then 4 other people.
See, what kills me there is that M83 seems like it should be one person.
It was originally a duo, and then the one guy left, so it's just Anthony Gonzalez and then like whoever he's like playing with.
Huh. Well, I learned something today. But yeah, no, it's not a very diverse country station. They mostly play stuff from the past 10 years, and it's almost all men, and it's almost all, like, slower stuff. It's a very
No
narrow...
Jolene.
No what?
No Jolene.
Not really. It's a very
Damn.
narrow focus for a station. And it sucks because my mom loves that kind of music. Turn it on and talk about how meaningful it is. Because the guy, you see, he understands that it's like, it's hard to be a father, but he has to be a father. So it's very deep. It's
Deep.
very, very deep.
Deep.
Deep music.
Hashtag deep.
Also, like, I can never remember the names of any of the people on the station. Like, like the artist that they play, it's all just exclusively like generic white dude name number 502. What is this item? Eden's Soul. Occasionally they'll play something more up tempo like Flatliner, which I actually kind of like because it's like a square dance song. Actually has like drums, you know.
Florida Georgia Line.
No, I'm not that desperate for anything up tempo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just asking if they play it.
I don't think I can recall having ever heard the Florida Georgia Line on that station. But to be honest with you,
they've made it to the pop stations down here. I'm scared.
Yeah, like to be honest with you, like I don't know any of their songs other than Cruise. So, which is the one where the guy is singing to a girl, but sounds like he mostly wants to fuck his truck.
Trucking and
sometimes you just want to fuck your truck.
It seems to be the norm in like a certain genre of country song.
Yeah.
My muscles
I love
involuntarily flex.
Like, if we lived in a world where that was defined by the lyrics of country music, all the men would love beer and trucks, and all the women would want to kill their man.
Yeah, you know. Fix your makeup. It's just a breakup. And then she thinks she, like, stabbed somebody. That song's pretty good. But, yeah, you know. And they do have, like, a throwback night where they'll play stuff that's not from, like, older than 2012, but I don't actually remember when that is. So, my choices for music around here are that or B104, and B104 doesn't really play anything except for, like, the most inoffensive pop music possible. Like, they cut Young Thug's part out of Havana. To give you an idea, back when Dark Horse...
I don't know that song.
Back when Dark Horse was popular, they cut Juicy J's verse out of that. You know Havana, babe.
I am also... Do I really, though?
Havana Una Na.
No, I don't.
I think you probably do.
I probably don't.
I feel like if you heard, like, even if you don't know it, if you heard it, you'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard this, like, in the mall before or something. It's one of those songs that gets played in many places.
Many times, many ways.
Merry Christmas.
To you.
Oh my god. Enough of this nonsense from Tumblr.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Banned.
It's Christmas
Banned.
in July.
It's May.
It's gonna be May.
It's already May.
I actually like that song. Like,
Yes, but
It is
for
a
the
good
next
song.
20 days or so, it's still
90s
gonna
boy
be
bands
May.
are underappreciated. Although
they,
technically Bye 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 came out in the 2000s.
I guess it did. It's gonna be May. Ba-da-da-da.
Okay, but 2001 or 2000 Justin Timberlake is not the same person as 2007 Justin Timberlake.
No,
Yes.
he changed.
He became something other.
He hung out with Timbaland a lot.
Yeah, Timbaland basically formed him in his image.
Yeah.
You guys ever wonder what happened to
Not
Magoo?
complaining though. I like both NSYNC Timberlake and Timberlake and solo Timberlake.
Me too. Well, I don't like his most recent album, but I don't think anybody liked his most recent album.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes
everybody...
sometimes you peak in the late 2000s. That shit just happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Like, I
it
thought
was
he
gonna
was
be
gonna
like
have...
super hard for him to top like the 2 album run of Future Sex, and then after that, part 1 of 2020.
Yeah, and then people didn't really care for part two of 2020, and it was like, okay, well maybe he'll bring it back, and then Man in the Woods is just like not a good album at all.
Yeah.
I liked, well, I kind of liked Filthy, but it's not really a song.
It's a doodle.
It's like half of a song. It's
Yeah.
really weird.
Hmm.
And then it's just
You
like a
know,
bunch of references to other songs in the lyrics,
I
which can work, but
I feel like NSYNC's breakup is one of those things that's like emblematic of band breakups in general because you have Justin going on to do a successful solo pop career. Fucking the last I heard of Joey Fatone was on a sitcom where he plays himself and is consistently getting made fun of for like being past his prime. And last, as for the other members, uh, the last one I heard of was Lance Bass, whose claim to fame in the past was playing Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts.
Lance Bass is Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if he's Sephiroth in the subsequent Kingdom Hearts games.
No, you're fucking with
because
me. That's not true.
in the first one, it's totally Lance Bass. And Steve Burton plays Cloud. He has been playing Cloud ever since Cloud first got a voice actor. Steve Burton, I believe, being from General Hospital. Hang on, my mom knows this.
You're gonna
Be
go
right
ask
back.
your mom who Steve Burton is.
I know he's from some soap opera. He's
Tell
from
her
a
I
soap
said
opera,
hi.
which is appropriate for Cloud, really.
Tell her I said hello.
Oh, and Mandy Moore played Aerith in Kingdom Hearts 1.
What the fuck?
I wonder, is she coming back to the franchise as Rapunzel? So Lance Bass is no longer the voice of Sephiroth, though he was in 2002. These days, he is hosting Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Network and My Kitchen Rules, where
I mean-
he was a contestant teamed with his mother.
I mean, honestly, he seems like he's doing okay for himself. Like,
I mean, yeah.
not
he's getting
everybody
gigs.
Mom
has.
confirms that Steve Burton is from General Hospital.
Did you tell your mom I said hello?
I did. She said hi.
That's good. Somebody pinged me in the Not Safe for Work channel in my server, which is usually a bad sign.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's somebody apologizing for something.
Oh, okay. I will talk to them later then.
Yep.
Anyway, well, I guess now we know who was the other guy in Sync, because there were 4 of them, right?
I think
Justin
were there 4
Timberlake.
or 5?
It was Justin Timberlake, Lance Bass, the one that we mentioned a minute ago, who have now
Joey Fatone
Joey
and some
Fatone.
other person.
And then there was like a Hispanic dude, I think, right?
Justin, Chris, Joey, Jason, and JC.
Yeah, it's like his name is JC.
Oh
JC
yeah,
Chavez.
JC. He
It's
was
like-
he was on America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah, it's like it's spelled JC Chavez, but it's pronounced JC Chavez or something,
Yeah.
right? Is that how that goes? Okay.
Yeah.
Extremely important in sync discussions on today's show.
Yeah. And Lance Bass apparently replaced the Jason guy, so
I didn't know that there ever was a Jason in NSYNC.
he was an original member, but he got Pete bested apparently.
It happens to the best of us. The Pete best of us.
Yep. But yeah,
Vital band boy. Vital,
oh my
vital
god,
boy
apparently
band lore.
Lance Bass's role in the fucking band is vocals, bass.
Is his name actually Lance Bass then? I kind of wonder if he changed it or something.
Lance Bass. James Lance Bass. Yeah, that is his birth name.
Well, wait, why would
Oh,
he?
and apparently he's married to a dude.
Yeah, he's gay. That was like his like big claim to fame in the mid 2000s was like he came out as gay, and everybody was like, "Oh," you know, because that's how people are.
Yeah. Played Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts, but only the original one.
Man, actually, I have decided that Lance Bass might be my favorite member of NSYNC, just because he's got such diversity. No, but he's got such diversity going on. What did you say that he was doing, Trey? He like is on a cooking show now or something?
Yeah, he was on a cooking show on Fox, and then hosted Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Network.
Yeah, he sounds like he's doing pretty well for himself.
He also apparently was on Gravity Falls, and BoJack Horseman as himself.
He played
Oh,
himself.
was he one
in
of the
Gravity
boy band
Falls?
dudes in Gravity Falls?
Oh,
Yeah, in the episode Boys Crazy.
like
Yeah.
Tyler and Weiler or whatever it was. At least he has a good sense of humor about himself.
I figure like a lot of
Hello, Win.
ex-musicians who don't like do
Oh, that's what that
successful
does.
solo careers tend to have a good sense of humor about themselves.
While we're on the subject of boy bands, does anybody remember The Wanted?
No, I don't think I do.
What happened to
Oh
them?
my god.
Who were the Wanted?
They
Name
made that song "Glad You Came."
Oh! That
Oh my god.
I'm
guys.
glad you came.
Guys.
Oh,
You know, so
that was a
we
boy
were just
band?
mentioning the boy band episode in Gravity Falls. Do you want to know who played the members of said boy band?
Who?
Lance Bass, as previously mentioned, Alex Hirsch, showrunner, and Matt Chapman from Homestar Runner.
Incredible.
The guy who did like all of the actual voices except for Marzipan.
He's also the boy's boss in Pickle and Peanut. He's Mr. Mjart on the show.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of Gravity Falls episodes, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you ever
He was
wonder?
also Armando
Disney got the brothers chaps pretty good.
Don't you?
He-
Do you ever wonder like what it would be
and
like
Abuelita.
to be in a band that is like really specifically tied to a specific point in time? Like, what are the guys from Sum 41 doing right now?
I don't know what
Are
that
they
is.
okay? Like, I kind of
They're-
worry
they're
about
in
people
too
like
deep.
that.
Is Aaron Carter still alive?
I hope so.
Yes, unfortunately, he voted for 45.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I didn't expect to learn today.
See, now I'm wondering if Nick Carter voted for 45. Things that just fucking happen on stream. You learn things about musicians from the 2000s.
Okay, correction. He pulled his endorsement of him, but he still endorsed him at a certain point.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, that's Trey's microphone acting up. We can't really do anything about it. Also, there's no sound on the game. Today's stream has been unusual.
A time.
We also started late. Like it's been, you know,
It's been
1 week since you looked at me. Did you know that the Bare Naked Ladies had 2 vocalists?
yes.
I didn't know that until like last year. Like they
Yeah.
got the guy that does the rapping bits and the guy that does the singing bits.
That's pretty much exactly how fucking Off the Hook from Splatoon does it. Oh my god!
You guys seen
Granted,
that-
I imagine a lot of groups that have rapping components as well as traditional singing.
Yeah, it was like
do
the case
that
in a
kind
lot of
thing.
like new metal bands and stuff too. Do you
Yeah.
guys seen that Twitter post that's like Drake rapping voice? The doctor said I should go see the great clown Pagliacci, and then Drake singing voice, and I said, "Doctor, but I am Pagliacci." It's extremely good.
She said,
You
"Do
know-
you love me?" I said, "I only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry."
God's Plan
okay.
is a very odd song.
but it was God's plan for it to be exactly the way it was. You know.
I've heard that. You know, I had like this thing for a while where I really didn't like Drake, and now that there's so many other people, like way worse people in the music industry, I just can't care anymore. It's like, sure, do whatever you want. I don't. It just doesn't bother me anymore.
Hmm.
You know.
You know. But yeah. What the hell was
Oh,
that?
hang on. Let me get that. I'll be back.
Marimba noises.
Hello?
I think CC just got an item.
Alright, I'll be outside in a bit.
You open the chest, it
Yes,
reveals
I did.
another chest.
Do you know that can happen up to 3 times?
I believe it.
Incredibly, like, increasingly small chests.
Inception. It's a dream within a dream within a dream.
Did you know I got a DVD of Inception for Christmas the year that it came out, and I still have not watched it?
Really?
Yep. I just don't watch movies, really. Yeah, like, I don't think Drake is a bad guy, I just don't really like his music.
That's
To
fair.
go off what Gogo was saying in the chat about how he gave away all that money. I think he did. I don't remember if that had actually happened or if that was something that they did for the video. I don't really recall.
I mean, I can't verify it or anything, but
Yeah,
it feels weird to just like make that sort of thing up.
yeah, like I have no reason to assume that he didn't actually do it. Also, I feel like pretending to spend the money would be almost as expensive as actually doing it, so like because you'd need to hire a bunch of people and then, you know.
Well, you know, he got to get Northside to eat.
Yeah. CC? Is that you?
Yeah, I'm back.
Did you get an item?
Did I what?
Did you get an item?
I did get an item.
What is the item?
A burrito.
Oh!
Where from?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
The standard choice, but not a bad one.
I was gonna make the hi welcome to Chili's joke, and then I remembered that Chili's and Chipotle are actually 2 different restaurants. So,
Yep.
Hi, welcome to
They are
Chili's.
super different.
so go me.
Well, you know, I want my baby back. Baby back, baby back.
Baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs.
Chili's baby back ribs.
We should talk about extremely good jingles.
You know what we should...
Well, you know,
I just had an idea. Like, all this talk about boy bands has got me thinking. Why hasn't there ever been a butch lesbian band?
I think that some K-pop is that.
You know what? I would not put it past them.
No, like I'm serious. I think that's actually like a thing. I don't
No,
remember
yeah,
the
I
name
know.
for it,
There
but
are so many girl bands in K-pop. I am
like
100%
yeah,
certain at least one of them is comprised of like butch lesbians, 2 futches.
yeah. It's like I mean, I don't know if they use those terms exactly, but like girls who are dressed in quote unquote male fashion and act again quote unquote boyish. Probably like an idol group thing too. Similarly large music scenes.
Well, I don't think there'd be an idol group for it. Like the idol industry is very much like male targeted. Like there
Yeah,
might be
but
there might be general J-pop bands with that aesthetic going on, but not specifically idols.
I guess so.
Because you have to keep in mind there's more to being an idol than just being a Japanese pop artist who is a girl.
Hmm.
And idle hands are the devil's plaything.
So watch your back, fucking Love Live.
You've been live for just over 1 hour. By this point in your broadcast, you should have consumed at least 4 ounces of water to maintain optimum hydration. Thank you, Stay Hydrated Bot. You distracted me and I died, but thank you anyway.
But, 9 lives.
Yeah. It's
Meow.
probably going to be the last run before we switch over to GeoGuessr. I should also probably take the dog out at some point, so I might do that during the break.
How is the corgi?
He's just lying on the floor. He, like,
The loaf dog.
has, like, separation anxiety, so when my mom's not home, he just kind of loafs around. Which, like, on the one hand, it makes him easy to take care of. On the other hand, I don't know what to do with, like, a depressed dog. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
You let him exist, mostly.
Yeah. As long as he's not picking fights with the cat, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Hydration. Y'all ever drink
Hydration.
water? That's some good shit right there.
I'm drinking peach tea.
I actually also am drinking, well, actually I think it's like peach mango or something. Hey babe, have you
You know
ever
how
had
when you go, and then you go, and you live? Breathe
live.
it.
I die. I live again.
uh,
May you ride eternal, shining, and chrome.
Hey babe, have you ever had Crystal Light powdered iced tea before?
No.
Alright, well you're
Really
gonna
don't wanna.
get to try it when I move in, because it's good. And it's not very expensive. It's like $3 for
But
a
what if
pack
I
of
want
12.
to make you iced tea that's good?
But I like my iced tea. I mean, you can, if you make me, like, brewed iced tea, I will drink it also, but I'm just saying.
I was gonna make a joke about Law and Order, but I couldn't find a way to tie it together.
You get to make the dun-dun sound, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause iced tea.
Yeah,
Oh, I understand, yes.
as opposed to Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's already there yet.
Ice Cube did, like, a lot of acting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that Three Kings movie that nobody seems to like. It's about, like, a bunch of American soldiers who steal a bunch of gold during the Iraq War. But it's a comedy.
Wasn't he in
like,
the sequel to, like, the first sequel to Triple X? When they couldn't get Vin Diesel to come back?
That sounds like something that would have happened, yeah.
But then they actually got Vin Diesel to come back like 10 years after the original movie came out. So, like, he's in the first and third ones, and then in the middle is just Ice Cube. So it's an Ice Cube sandwich.
That sounds really gross. I don't want an Ice Cube sandwich.
I'm wondering if he showed up in the third one.
Y'all ever suck on an ice cube? That's some cold shit right there.
Cold.
Babe,
That's
do you use ice cubes?
Not really.
Me neither.
I like sometimes I'll use them. Like I will use them for iced tea, for example.
Okay. Trey, do you use ice cubes?
I do on occasion, usually to make iced tea, although sometimes occasionally just to have.
Okay.
To have and to hold. Not to hold.
Just holding your hands as they melt away. But if you guys want to get like a good picture of where I live, like owning an ice cube tray, and I didn't realize for a long time that this was like not a universal opinion, but like owning an ice cube tray is considered like fancy, not because they're
What?
expensive, but because it's just kind of not necessary.
Like
Wait,
one
how
of the
is- wait, like using
like an ice cube
cubes
tray or an
in-
ice cube maker.
No, like an ice cube tray, like that you put in your freezer. And the idea that I run into a lot is just like
what are people like? Like I get that it's not necessary. Like yeah, like, but what are people doing that like? They're like, man, I wish I had an ice cube tray.
well, it's not like that. It's just like they're just not a necessity. I guess the idea is just like they're not a necessity, so why would you buy one?
I see.
Like
So
you've
they
already
just
like
don't
you've already
get 'em.
got a fridge, so like if you want something cold, you just stick it in the fridge for a while.
Right, which is usually how I roll.
Yeah, which like I understand,
Yeah,
but
it's still weird though.
I guess like it just never occurred to me that oh yeah, like sometimes people just buy ice cube trays and it's not really a big deal.
Yeah. Like we recently bought ice cube trays because our ice cube maker has like something growing in the water supply line, so the ice
Ew.
smells.
That's not
Yeah,
good.
that's
Like
that
the,
seems
it,
to
like
happen a fair
that
bit.
that sentence in and of itself should like warn you that something is seriously wrong. That ice has a smell, period, regardless of what it is.
Yeah, like you shouldn't. Ice should not emit a scent. It shouldn't smell like anything. It's just ice. Ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. But yeah,
Under pressure.
I heard that for the first time on my Black Mage playlist.
you
Back when
heard
I was leveling that.
you heard Ice Baby for the first time
Yes.
at age 24.
Going on 25, yes.
What?
Yeah. Like in full. I've heard a bit of the song, but I never listened to the whole song. And like I knew the bass line was obviously ripped off from Under Pressure, but listening to more of the song, there's more of Under Pressure in there.
Well, it's not even that it's ripped off. It's just like it's a direct
it's sampled, but the thing
yeah.
is that like when questioned about it, he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no,
Well,
no,
yeah.
it's totally different.
Well, he didn't even produce the song. A guy named DJ Chocolate produced the song, and I always thought it was funny that he wasn't the one that got sued.
Yeah.
Which also that's really funny. The fact that the DJ's named Chocolate and his name is Vanilla Ice.
Sweet.
Extremely,
Okay,
extreme
Trey.
comedy. Oh, I see what you did there.
Trey is powerful.
He is. Hammer Time is also just a sped up version of Super Freak. Hammer did that a lot. Like, most of... People don't realize that MC Hammer actually had, like, 12 charting hits, and they were all pretty much
All
just...
sampled.
Just, like, take a big... Like, the producer just, like, took a big chunk of a song that had been a hit a couple years ago, and... That was just kind of it.
Have Hammer rap over it.
Yeah, the only time that he ever did anything divergent from that was Funky Headhunter, which is his last album and the one that pretty much nobody likes because he tried to make a gangster record. Which, funnily enough, MC Hammer was actually one of the few people in the rap business who legitimately did have that kind of connection. He, in fact, tried to get... Was it... The guys from Third Base, I think, killed when they came to his hometown because they made fun of him at one point. He
That's
was like
fucking weird, man.
he was like not a nice man.
That's such a weird thing to learn.
Yeah, MC Hammer was not a nice
Like,
dude.
MC Hammer, of all of the rappers, was like, yo, these guys are fucking.
We
they
gotta
coming to
we gotta
my
ice
house.
these
They come to
dudes.
my crib. Yeah, no, we gotta murk these fools.
And then the best part is that the guy that worked that out was E40.
I don't know who that is.
Do you know that Big Sean song, I Don't Fuck With You?
No,
No? Okay.
babe, you understand the limits of my musical knowledge.
I'm gonna have to, like, make a playlist of every important pop song in the past 30 years for you, aren't I?
You or like actually start with hip hop because like I can't have people questioning my fucking blackness again.
I don't know if I can help you
am
with
not
that.
equipped.
Most of the
I
stuff I
am
listen
not
to is
equipped.
older.
I am not equipped to deal with more of that bullshit.
But well, I do like E40. E40 is the guy that you'd know him if you heard him. He has a very distinctive voice, and he's been on several pop songs over the years. I think he's also the guy that invented like ad-libbing yourself while you rap.
Hmm.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
I don't believe that CC has listened to the 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan.
No,
That's not even pop. That's like actual, like a foundational classic of hip hop with no pop
yeah,
elements.
no.
Almost.
I know who the Wu-Tang Clan are.
How
They're
many
nothing to fuck with.
how many people from the Wu-Tang Clan can you name?
Method Man, and that's it.
Okay,
But who's Method Man's best friend, though?
Redman wasn't in the Wu-Tang Clan.
No,
Oh, what? He wasn't?
Nope. No, they were
Damn.
just like actually like friends outside of the music business. That's why they made a bunch of songs
Gotcha.
together.
So he's Wu-Tang adjacent then.
Yeah,
Basically.
the Wu-Tang Clan was Method Man, Ghostface Killer, Respected
All right,
Deck,
I've heard-
Dirty
I've heard
of
Bastard, the RZA, the Jizza, Raekwon,
Raekwon.
sometimes Capadonna, but not always, Master Killer, You God. Am I missing anybody? I think that's everybody. I said ODB already. There was a lot of people in the Wu-Tang Clan.
I mean, yeah, they like to name your group something like the Wu-Tang Clan. You have to have upwards of like 7 people.
I know Ghostface Killer because that's a hell of a name. He's also probably my favorite person in the group. He made Supreme Clientele. It's a very good album. Yeah, I said Raekwon already.
But really, I really only even know Method Man because Method Man was in Luke Cage as himself.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That seems like the kind
uh,
of thing he would do.
and the best part is that he was the scene he showed up in is some guys were like holding up like a corner store and he was buying some stuff in there and they were like, I'm sorry, Meth, I grew up on your music. He's like, man, you're doing this now.
That's really good.
Yeah, it was a good bit.
Do you know that Ghostface Killer was supposed to be in the first Iron Man movie, but they cut his part?
Huh.
He's like actually an enormous fan of Iron Man. His first album was called Iron Man.
Huh.
And his like sub part of Wu-Tang Records is called Starks Enterprises.
Nice.
But yeah, rap music is good sometimes. Although what
Rap
is
music
popular
is-
at present is not really to my taste, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The underground is where it's at anyway. Yuck.
Hey, I didn't
Oh my
say
God.
that. Uh, but yeah, it's like I think to enjoy current mainstream hip hop, you have to have like a lot of tolerance for. Uh, I don't even know
The
how
syllable A.
that and like people who are very heavily influenced by Young Thug, who was a rapper who on his own I don't really care for. So it's a whole thing.
It is the whole thing.
Well, absolutely massive Puss Puss is now playing Stardew Valley.
Who the fuck?
If I had to take a guess, I would say that that's probably Win, but I
Win.
don't know for sure. All right, let me see if the dog needs to
Okay,
go
after
out.
GeoGuessr, do you think we could would you be interested in doing some Jackbox?
I'm not sure if I have it on this computer actually. Let me look.
I can host.
Well, no, because then there wouldn't be much on the screen. It's kind of boring. We can definitely do Jackbox, like at some point.
Yeah. I mean, you could always download it in the background while we're playing GeoGuessr.
Yeah. Let me
I'll let you make that decision.
Let
Your
me-
stream
let me-
and stuff.
let me take a look. Take a look. See. Yeah, I know Jackbox is not particularly big, so I need to see. Yeah, I'll down. We'll do like a single round of that at the end of the stream probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if he needs to go out and like get a drink, and then when I come back, we'll play some GeoGuessr.
I'll make sure nobody burns the house down while you're out.
Yes, the Geos.
Ouch.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Racer? Ridge Racer.
Giant enemy crab.
Welcome to the PlayStation 3 memes from 2006 stream.
599 US dollars.
Yep. Why? Because we have lost control of our lives. And also because the host is gone.
Because the cell processor is hard to develop for.
Yep.
Yep. That's what happens when you use an architecture that nobody has used before or since.
Technology. Science.
Science.
Atoms.
Protons. Neutrons. Croutons.
I think my graphics card stopped liking Overwatch in the wake of the Windows update. I am going to have to figure out how to fix that. Which is weird because Final Fantasy works fine.
I know that If I wanted to, my computer probably could run Overwatch, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna rock the boat.
You think it would be too much?
Yeah, basically, it's like just above the minimum spec.
Yeah, my rectangle could very barely run Overwatch, but it looked like it was an SNES game.
Oh yikes!
Like have you ever seen Out of This World for the NES?
Oh yeah, yeah, Another
It
World,
it
right?
looked kind of like that.
Oh gosh, wow, damn.
Need to go out,
Uh,
Vince?
Computer noises.
Come on, Max. Max.
well,
Come on.
how do I fix that?
There you go. Please don't knock over the
Maybe I
router.
should download the new NVIDIA drivers.
The way it's meant to be played.
Damn you, Internet Explorer. Okay. Of course, Internet Explorer is now Microsoft Edge, which does not work with the fucking setting on the automatic thing. GeForce. What is even in my computer? I don't remember. Maybe I'll just use their application. Do, 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 do.
Bum ba da dum bum bum bum.
Meow, meow,
I'm back.
meow.
What?
I said meow
But why?
because
But why?
why must you question everything?
Okay. Pull up some GeoGuessr. What in the world? Windows can automatically adjust the volume of different sounds when you are using your PC to place or receive telephone calls. Well, that's a useful feature.
Features.
Features. Features.
Feature. Creature.
Features. Alright, let's get going. Welcome to the middle of bumfuck nowhere in GeoGuessr, everybody. Add.
Incredible.
Add. Browser source? Is that a thing that I can do? No. Okay. What? No. No, 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 no. Just go with the display capture, I guess. Why don't I have sound in Isaac? What? Oh, no, I think that control panel thing that I was looking at earlier was like an unrelated option. Anyway, we're here in the middle of, you know, we've all been here before.
Yep.
Oh, you know.
Popular vacation spot.
Overcast, no sun, wearing sunglasses. Overcast.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
So I can.
Are we
So
in
I
Alaska? Fairbanks, 420
Cold
miles. We're in Alaska, I think. Fairbanks is in Alaska, right?
I think it's just called Fair. No, I think there's a place called Fairbank in New Jersey. But a Fairbanks plural, I don't know about. That being said, I don't think there are any mountains in New Jersey. What am I talking about? It's near the Appalachians, isn't it?
Do you see any mountains?
I mean, there's a place that says Slope Mount Camp on the sign.
I guess that's true. I still think we're in Alaska, but we might not be. Hey, you guys want to go to Chicken?
Chicken, Alaska.
Chicken.
This is the state we fought Russia for.
We didn't fight Russia. We bought it from them.
We fought Russia.
We did not fight Russia. It was for sale.
We fought Russia.
We fought Russia with our dollars.
Yes. The true American way.
I like that Chicken is right near a town called Delta Junction, and one other one called North Pole. Wait, yeah, there's
Delta
Fairbanks.
Junction
There's
sounds
Fairbanks
like-
right here.
And then is Coldfoot around there?
Well, it's 420 miles in some direction. So,
Blaze it.
blaze it?
Blaze it.
Well,
Wait, I thought I saw a place that said like Coldfoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Coldfoot.
there it is.
so we're 166 miles from this.
And 420 miles from there, and we are looking for a place called Slope Mountain.
Yeah. Might have to zoom in some more. Or maybe Slope Mount Camp is so small that it does not appear. Wait, Slope Mount Camp's not a town, it's a camp, hence the term camp being in the...
Right, which is why we're looking for Slope Mountain.
Yeah.
Slope.
Like...
Y plus MX equals B?
Well, hang on, zoom out a little bit.
Okay.
Zoom out a little bit. No, that's too much. That's not a little bit. I just need to see both Fairbanks and Coldfoot.
Okay, so like here.
Okay. So wherever this is, it's one road where Coldfoot and Fairbanks and Slope Mountain Camp are all in the same general direction at different distances.
So we want to follow down
So if we
here.
put your again, you have them both on the map. It makes your life a whole lot easier.
But I can't
Alright.
see the road if I'm zoomed out that far.
Ignore the roads. Just like use a line. We don't have to be exact. You're going in the wrong direction, babe.
You're going in the wrong direction.
All right, go backwards from Fairbanks towards Coldfoot, and then a little bit further, and we should have our place.
You're thinking like right here.
Yeah, like a little bit further than that, even.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
place called a pass here, so like there's probably mountains here. So
Yeah, so then, yeah, let's hit that.
yeah, okay, we were like a bit off, but
Yeah.
where the hell? We were right near the Sag River.
Hmm.
Now I'm trying to
That's
think
a
of
good
why I
name for a
know.
river.
Now I'm trying to think of why I know
Sag
Fairbanks, Alaska. Why do I know Fairbanks, Alaska?
Yeah. Memories from a previous life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Morphogenetic fields.
That's where the
Um,
bullworms live.
Largest city in the interior region of Alaska is the northernmost metropolitan statistical area in the United States.
Huh.
It is
Does
home
it say anything about the bullworms?
notable people.
Oh, yeah, no, look, it says it right there. Alaskan bullworms are from Fairbanks, commonly
Hey,
found
hey.
in their drainage pipes.
Stop. Sorry, my dog and my cat are fighting again. Stop. She's not a sheep. You don't have to hurt her. Okay? Stop.
I don't even know if that's what corgis were for.
That's what my mom told me, and I haven't bothered looking it up to verify.
Time to fact check your mother on stream.
They seem like they could be herding dogs, because, like, they're...
I mean, they're Welsh, so, like, odds are
Yeah.
it's entirely...
Alright.
It's a small town herding dog.
We're, like, in a city, sort of. Well, we're, like, near, like, a place where people live. So I like this better already.
They weren't used for sheep though. They were used for cattle.
Oh, I know right where we are. We're in the Netherlands. 38 miles from Rotterdam and The Hague. Where is The Hague? It's down here. We're on A12. So, we are... We're like
not
here.
38 miles. Wouldn't we be 38
Kilometers,
kilometers?
yeah, sorry. We're like right here, I think, near Utrecht. Yeah,
Ew.
check that out. Check that out.
Yep.
I was on the other side of the intersection. What is up?
Yeah.
5
Testament
stars.
To the efficiency
My favorite
of
nerd.
European
but you're still a nerd.
European highway systems.
Yeah.
Particularly Central European ones.
Ah, okay. It's alright, guys. I know right where we are. We're in Dry Creek.
Yeah.
Dry Creek.
You know, Dry Creek.
From TV.
Yeah,
Dry Creek.
Dry Creek. Does this sign also say Dry Creek? It absolutely does.
The creek is dry.
I feel like if it's dry,
Isn't
it's
that
not a
an
creek
oxymoron?
anymore.
Well, I mean, the bed where the creek used to be is still there.
Yeah, but that's not a creek. It's a creek bed.
Right, but the thing is that like, it's still used to be a creek at one point in time.
Yes, but like,
You don't call it dead corpse. You call if you find a dead person in the street, you don't say, "Oh, that's a dead corpse." You say, "Oh, that's a dead person."
yeah, but like,
Just as it is no
But-
longer doing
but,
the thing
okay,
that it is
like-
intended to do.
my great grandfather
Does not
died
stop making it
15
the
years
thing.
ago. If I saw him now, I would call him a skeleton, not Grandpa Sheldon.
But what if you recognized him?
But
though?
it would still be a dead person.
I have a theory. Dry
What is
Creek.
A game
Dry Creek
theory.
is Dawson's Creek, but now, as opposed to back in the 90s.
Well, what if it's metaphorically dry? Like, what if they just don't serve alcohol there?
I mean,
Absolutely no
possible.
drinking in the river.
Well, it's not a
maybe
river, but
James
it's creek.
Vanderbeek is straight edge.
Come on. It's like
I would say, holy
Geography
shit,
101.
personally, Carrie. That's a really good comment. When you're funny. Why has this game been, like, kind of slow and unresponsive lately? Like, it's fucking GeoGuessr. Come on now. Babe?
Maybe Google Maps doesn't like your computer anymore.
I mean, I've played GeoGuessr on this one fine before. I don't know.
I'm installing graphics drivers because apparently any game that isn't Final Fantasy just has a fit if I try to run it.
That's always
It's
fun.
because your System 32 file is corrupted.
Hey,
You have to delete it.
Max, why are you looking back at me as though you're gonna do something bad as soon as I direct my attention elsewhere?
He's a mischievous boy.
You should put him in a backpack for
He's
safekeeping.
far too big to fit in a backpack.
Are you sure?
He's
Have you
He's a
tried getting
large
a
dog.
larger backpack or making the dog smaller?
I think making the
Compact
dog smaller is
doggo.
illegal, Cherry. P!
P.
P!
P.
P.
It's like that sticker on Haru Haru's scooter.
Yeah, this is where she lives now.
P.
P.
Welcome to the set of Fooly Cooly 2, everybody.
I thought
Yeah, this is
briefly
the-
about
this is
getting.
the setting of Fully Coolly Progressive.
I thought about getting myself one of those for my laptop. I might do that.
The P sticker? I assume
Yeah,
you could
the
probably
P
just, like,
sticker.
buy those.
Yeah, they're on Redbubble and stuff.
You have to rename System 32 to System 128 To unlock your PC's third eye and unleash its sacred chakras.
I want a monk computer now.
A monk. That's Zenyatta.
Yep.
That's Zenyatta. That
actually-
already exists.
I actually made cyberpunk Japanese monks a thing in my D&D setting.
Good. The one that
Yeah,
we're
they're-
going to be playing
They're
in?
like
So they're
Uh,
cyber monks.
might be the one. Don't know. It's the one I've been working on long term because like the guy, one of the monks.
Guys, I have
there,
good news.
We found another creek.
We found another creek.
It's Sears Creek.
Sears. So in case you guys needed like some waffle irons or like a vacuum,
You better get it
We've
quick,
got-
though. The company's going out of business.
Where the fuck are Roebuck and Kmart?
Roebuck Creek. Kmart Creek. And Creek is spelled with a K. Creek.
Creek K rule.
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
No, it would be K Reek.
K
Like-
Reek.
K Reek, like a
James
like one
K.
of the, like one of the alligator people from Donkey Kong.
James Vander Creek.
James Vander Creek. Apollo Creek. Oh! Hey! Wait a second! I was kidding.
It's a Walmart truck.
Where is this going? Where are you headed?
To a Walmart, presumably, or a Walmart warehouse.
Perhaps, if you want to get real spicy, a Sam's Club.
The forbidden big box store.
Forbidden big box store. Forbidden.
Rule number 1 of Sam's Club is that you don't talk about Sam's Club.
Well, it's good to see more people here at Sam's Club today, but that means people have been breaking rule number 1.
Forbidden.
You think the way that they induct people is by bat? I bet it's by bat.
Yeah, you got to get jumped into Sam's Club.
Forbidden big box store. Show me the dark deals.
But yeah, about the cyberpunk monks thing, like one of the monks just like fucking ascended to nirvana after making a really complicated equation, and so they've been spending the past like hundreds of years trying to find a proof for it. And so they've been like researching computers to make more and more efficient means of finding the proof. So that's why all their technology is really, really good.
Sick.
Yeah. Enlightenment through superior computing.
Is that the name of their? Is that like the slogan of their megacorp?
No. Although it is like again, it is totally cyberpunk. So so naturally the whole like setting is that whole part of the setting is like lawful evil techno fascist.
You should make like
Nonsense.
they don't call them prestige classes in Pathfinder. What's the name for them?
No, they do.
They
They're
do?
still prestige classes. They're still prestige classes.
Trey, are you like vigorously jingling your keys?
No, that's me.
I am doing nothing of the sort.
Oh, okay.
That is me.
Why?
I'm looking at Google image search results for Alaskan bullworm because that is a thing that I do.
Yeah.
Anyway, you should make like a prestige class or like a variant of the monk for people from that area.
I intended to do just that.
Good.
Yeah. It would be an intelligence-based archetype
Oh. Mechanically
as
unusual.
opposed to wisdom-based.
Can we talk about how we've been like clicking along this road for a good 10 minutes and we have just found nothing? Like
Yeah.
occasionally we'll see a sign for a new creek. and that one Walmart truck. Like,
I mean, that means that wherever we are, they got a lot of creeks.
wherever we... Is
That
that
is
another
information.
Walmart truck? Hold on. Oh, this is
No,
Landstar.
this is a Landstar truck.
Exotic.
Landsif Landstar.
Truckload. LTL. Heavy haul and specialized. Expedited. International. Warehousing. Air. Ocean. Supply chain solution.
Thank you for that, Trey.
Truckload LTL. Heavy haul specialized.
What's your favorite banger of the year, minus the slogan on the side of the Landstar truck?
Goat, honestly.
I can't really glean anything of use from that. Man.
The man.
Manticore. What are you barking at, Max? What?
Stuff.
He's looking at me and doing that.
Subwoofer.
He's looking at me and doing that, like, that woof thing that dogs do
Bork.
when they're like, yeah, a bork.
Bork. Sniff.
He's a subwoofer.
Bork. Bork.
Is that what they call small dogs nowadays? A subwoofer?
Small dogs with very
Trying not to make a crass joke. Trying so hard not to make a crass joke.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
I'm gonna fuck the dog. Do it.
No! Illegal.
It was to prep Cece to allow her to do whatever she's gonna do. So do it.
No, that's what it's called when you tie up Isabel from Animal Crossing in your office.
Kinky.
How did you even get there from talking? Oh, I guess she is the dog, isn't she? Like a dog person.
Subwoofer. A woofer that is a sub.
We have a sign. Probably just says, like, come within 300 meters and I'll shoot you. And I can't read it because it's too far away.
No
Guys.
trespassing. Violators will be shot.
Through the
Guys.
heart, and you're to blame.
Very important headline.
Someone put live crabs on the seats of a TTC subway.
Someone put live crabs on the seats of a TTC subway.
Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right.
It's ladies' night.
Crabs
Oh,
on the
what a night.
seats.
Ding.
There are live crabs on a Toronto subway train.
Where did
It'd
they
be like
even
that.
find
Oh my
live
God.
crabs in
Here's the
Canada?
headline. Here's the headline from the Toronto Star. Crustaceans on TTC subway seats cause crabbiness in commuters. Man who put crabs on Toronto subway seats says it was a joke.
Where are we?
The headline on
yeah.
CBC. Yes, those are live crabs on a Toronto subway train.
I don't know. I'm just gonna pick
Well,
somewhere.
I don't know. If they ran out of seats and somebody wanted to sit down, they might find themselves in a bit of a pinch.
Maybe those crabs just wanted to visit their relatives on the other end of town. You don't know them.
The headline
Wow!
from Global News.
Hey, guess what? We were in Alaska again. Which actually I probably should have
Again?
picked there. That gets 1 star. That was a terrible, terrible one. Completely tanked an otherwise good round.
The headline from globalnews.ca. Crabs on the TTC called shellfish behavior.
Hey, you guys ever been to Leeuwenhof?
TTC issues warning to Despacito accordion buskers playing on subway.
Mala's done it again.
gotta go slowly. Chub.
Chub. Chub just
Chub.
like smoke. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Montague House.
You are in the Oranjesicht Hegelvale Neighborhood Watch area. OH Watch.
Orange.
Oh,
And
watch?
this looks tropical.
Are we in
What
like
the fuck has like Germanic names in a tropical area?
like Aruba, I think?
Malta? Maybe?
No, Malta's in the Mediterranean and they speak well, they speak their own language and I think also Italian there.
Italian.
Hmm.
Yeah, Malta's in Italy.
No, Malta's in Malta.
Well, I suppose independent of Italy, but near Italy. Was once part of Italy, but no longer.
Carrie, are you disrespecting the Maltese people?
Bite me.
Okay.
She's Maltesing.
I would like to read
Yeah.
the sign.
Going real hard with the puns tonight.
Oh, that's just an
It's,
ADT
it's
sign.
it's all those headlines.
They rubbed off on us.
Armed
Poorly
response. Are you
sneezed.
sure this isn't just the U.S.?
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, like
Who
I
would
got
decide?
no idea where we are right now. Like they speak English
We
and
could
also
be
like
anywhere.
I think Dutch and
Lion roars.
Vredehof.
Vrede.
Well, actually, if it's
Wait, maybe
Dutch,
we're in
that makes a
South
little more sense
America.
with the
Or
if it's
South
Dutch, it
Africa,
makes more
rather.
sense. Right. If it makes more sense with the stuff.
Who needs love? I suppose we need to find the bunny.
The bunny.
Vote Bunny Lord. He's your only choice.
what does that mean?
I suppose
Find the
we
bunny.
need to
You
find
gotta
the bunny.
find the bunny. An elusive figure, the Jade Rabbit. Kind of harebrained
What the
schemes are you up
fuck
to?
is this 7-Eleven?
That's fantastic.
It's like a
And it's-
classy
and it's
7-Eleven.
I want
I'm
to
not
go.
sure if it's off-brand or legitimately just like that wherever we are, because it's not red and green.
I mean,
Wasn't
what
there?
if our
Wasn't there?
7-Elevens are the off-brand ones? They look a lot shadier than that place.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there's one near my house. It's called the 5-11, and it's
I went yesterday to really it was last night, but to one of the ones in Charlotte and got a double gulp and felt like I was welcoming death in my arms.
Is it to double gulp like 64 ounces of liquid?
It's only 50 now. They had to bring it down because it didn't fit in people's cup holders.
Oh.
only 50.
Oh, that's the problem that people was having. What
Only
did
50.
you get that caused you to like? Did you like fucking astral project? Was it like root beer or something? Did you get caffeinated?
Did you have a bad
Dr.
day
Pepper.
yesterday?
Oh my god!
This is infuriating.
Trey, how
There
are
are
you
no.
alive?
There are
I
no.
didn't have all of it. I had maybe like 60% of it before I was just like, no. I even told like my best friend who was there with me.
I can't do this. This burden is too much to bear.
Yeah, it was him and a friend of his. We were out for the concert thingy that we were at, and they were getting Slurpees. And I told them, there is no way in hell I'm doing this to myself. I just needed to have that, to have and to hold. Just
Where
as
the
a
fuck
reminder
are
of,
we?
like,
You
God.
need to look inside
Kloof Street.
yourself.
We're on Kloof Street,
You
duh.
need to take a stand.
Dude
You
and
gotta make a
Van!
statement and say, "Oh my God, what am I willing to put up with today?" Wait,
Dude.
ZA.
Dude.
Co.za.
Yeah, like,
What's
okay,
that?
there's a lot of this that I'm processing at once. First of all, Dude and Van.
Yes.
Let's talk about the fact that this moving company is called Dude and Van. Second of
Well,
all,
I mean, that's what it is. It's a dude in a van. What more do you
like,
want?
info at dudeandvan.coza?
Yeah, what's
What the
co.za?
fuck is
South Africa.
co.za? Is it South Africa?
Oh, maybe Zaire?
Where?
Pretty sure it's South Africa.
Maybe.
I remember like looking at some of the so we had a project earlier this semester that we had to like track the ping on international websites for, and I think that ZA was the country code for South African
The
websites.
Afrikaans word for south probably starts with a Z instead of an
South.
S.
Because the Dutch.
I
Afrikaans.
Nothing can
understand.
ever just use the letter S with Dutch, can it?
No, the letter S sucks. Z is better.
Z is better.
Zedder is better. Now,
Zed's dead.
now we have tentatively confirmed that we're in South Africa. Was that place called I Love My Blood?
I
Hold on.
heart my hood.
Oh. Well, that's
I
just
heart
like
my hood.
that's just like pleasant.
This
This
is
is
not,
not
a
a post
post
office.
office.
Now showing.
Cape Town Pride.
Oh,
Yep.
are we in
Oh,
Cape
yeah.
We
Town?
must be in Cape Town.
Huh. This is
It
not
looks
a
like Cape Town.
What is this place? They like show little informative movies? I guess.
Maybe.
That's cool.
Well, we're looking for a Kloof Road in Cape Town then.
Yeah. Cafe Paradiso. This place looks important.
This looks a lot like California. I kind of want to go here.
Yeah, like this actually looks really nice. Not that I would expect anything else, but I mean I've never seen Cape Town before, so
I mean, yeah, it's South Africa, not Botswana.
well, yeah.
And Botswana even is on the up and up. Like I'm given to understand that Botswana's come a long way in the past decade or so.
What's this place called again? Like Kloof Street?
Kloof Street.
Kloof Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loop Long
K
Lion
L O O S.
Harfield Union.
I should get an
Camp.
African National Congress flag.
Yeah, why not? We should get a bunch. Are we like allowed to have flags? In our,
I mean, we're
in our-
probably not allowed to fly them outside.
Well, yeah, but just
we
like
can
in
get
the
them.
apartment.
Yeah, no, that I sincerely doubt that is something that is against the lease agreement.
Well,
man.
some places around here do forbid flags, so I didn't know.
Well, it's Rogers Park, not a trailer park.
Yeah, you know. I told you guys about all the stupid fucking like amendments they're trying to make to our lease agreements in the trailer park, right?
Yeah,
Like not allowed to have campaign signs out anymore and all this other junk.
I feel like it's a good thing that you're able to move when you
Yeah,
are,
and
because
like
that gets you out of there and it frees up some money for your mother. So
yeah, like they're trying to get out of here by the end of the year too. Cuz it's getting to the point now like when we moved in here the rent was $350 a month, which is like nothing. Now
yeah, no, that's like beans.
yeah, now it's like $650 something. They've raised it 3 times in the since we moved in.
Yeah.
Whack.
Like 650 still isn't a lot by Chicago standards.
Yeah, but we're
that's
in the
Chicago
yeah, like
standards.
we're in the middle of nowhere, and they don't include anything in that. Like that's you have to pay extra for most of your utilities. The only ones they provide for you are water and garbage
Water's
pickup.
not included either.
No, you get water,
Goodies.
but you get water and garbage pickup, but that's it.
Okay,
Goodies.
so at least they give water,
Yeah, I guess.
but that's not much.
But
Like,
also we're
I'm
we're
given
in
to
this
understand
place again.
most places.
Yeah.
Most places include water.
So you get your water and your garbage included, but then you got to pay extra for electric and any internet you've got. You have to have like a permit to own any pets, which ours got like grandfathered in because that wasn't a thing when we moved in. But you have to like
Drink
go to
your
the
water, Jane.
you have to like
Well, that's
go to the office and like buy a little card for your pet to show that they're allowed to live there.
that's pretty standard on a lot of places that are rental.
I guess, but like these aren't apartments; they're trailers. Like we own this house, we just don't own the land that it's on.
I see.
It's a very strange setup. And then oh yeah, there's Stay Hydrated bot again. And then like
Drink your water.
they've started doing
Water.
this thing now where they send these. I've seen them around a couple of times. These three guys in like polos who work for the park, and they like poke around your yard. And if they find any violations, you get a mail. You get a letter in the mail that's like, "Hey, by the way, you own $50 for each of these."
Hey,
Horsepower,
those pretty nice
horsepower.
begonias you got there.
All
Be
the
a shame if
polo
something
on
happened
got
to them.
horsepower.
Yeah, like it's really dumb. And again, I really must emphasize the fact that these guys wear fucking white polos. They look like the lamest version of the mafia ever. And like I don't know. Like they've started for a while, like when we lived in here, they were very lenient with the rent, which I understand nowhere is obligated to be, but it was nice. But now it's like they've started evicting people and they're being like selective about it too, because the one family at the end of the block got evicted last month, and the people that live across the street from us, who I know never pay their rent, are still in here. So it's like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And not to mention, like, we're paying all this, and they've got all these draconian rules, and the park is in the middle of the fucking woods. Like, there's not even... Like, there's, like, a tiny little playground for kids in the center of the park, but there's not, like, a pool, there's not a little community center, there's nothing. So if you want to do anything, you gotta walk into town or drive into town. And if you have a car, cool, but obviously that's another expense on top of the rent. And if you don't, well, you gotta hike about an hour in any given direction. There's no sidewalks, either within the park or anywhere within a fairly wide radius around it. So it just kind of sucks, like a whole lot. And they're trying to like rebrand this as like a luxury community for rich retirees. Like, good luck with that one. You know? I'm sorry. That was a rant.
It's okay.
It's just annoying. Cause like,
Yeah, I get it. I really do.
you know.
But
Wow. Also,
yeah.
the
For
lady
the record,
that... Go on.
for the record, babe, like the neighborhood you're moving into, you're gonna be like a very short drive away from one of the like nicer universities in the area. Loyola.
Hey,
which
I
is
got a
where-
question. Are there like any
Yeah.
sidewalks anywhere around there?
Yeah.
Good. That's gonna be like a luxury I haven't known in like 5 years. Sidewalks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just put on
Like,
my
you're-
shoes
you're
and go
gonna-
somewhere.
this- like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, everything's instantly gonna be easier, but like, in terms of just where you're fucking living, you're gonna see some pretty nice quality of life improvements.
What the heck? Yeah, like, I understand nothing's gonna fix itself automatically, but like, just being able to live somewhere with an active job market is gonna be a huge step up. Also,
yeah.
like, what the fuck is this sign? Something about like an active battery, and there's like a little fire hazard sticker on it, and there's what seems like used to be a stop sign buried over here in the grass.
If there's an active battery, that probably means that there's like mortars that are primed for firing around.
Oh, cool.
Where did Trey go?
Oh, Trey? Trey man. Maybe he had to step away.
Hello.
Oh, what?
Oh, hey, you back.
You okay? What happened?
Yeah, I'm good. Talking to my family.
Oh.
Enjoying my time back home, which is a thing that I have right now.
That's good.
Yeah, because school's over right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enjoy
It's
your
weird
summer.
to think about. I'm a senior
Yeah.
in college. I feel old.
Yeah, no, I remember when you were like some punk.
I am still some punk. I'm just some punk with like some degree of legitimacy now.
A legitimate punk.
You're an authorized punk.
Yeah.
A punk with a permit.
Punk with a permit is like, I feel like that's an oxymoron.
And yet it's a very apt description, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some ice cream. Yeah.
Okay. Hey Trey, how much do you like power lines?
Power lines.
Power lines.
I think that underground power is more efficient, but they're fun to look at every now and then.
Well, I'm glad that you think that because it's basically the only feature of anywhere out here.
Yikes.
Wait, are those like...
Those are animals,
But what kind?
or maybe hay bales.
Nah, they're animals. I'm thinking maybe
Horses.
like maybe sheep based on the variations of the coat colors, but I'm not sure. They're too far away to really tell.
Yeah, it's probably sheep because if there were horses, there would be like fences with lanes like lined out for thoroughbreds at the very least. So you're probably not in Kentucky.
No. I wonder if we're in fucking Alaska again. It wouldn't shock me too
At
much.
least not Lexington. Maybe elsewhere in Kentucky though. Certainly looks like it could fulfill the role.
Ah, we're near the Demet transfer station, of course. How could I have been so blind?
I return.
With ice cream in tow?
Oh yeah,
What kind?
Absolutely.
a creamsicle,
What kind of creamsicle?
the orange kind.
Cool.
The only kind.
I've seen them
No, they're raspberry.
in like
There are variations, but you're not gonna really like see anybody really refer to any of the others directly as such.
I guess that's
At least
true.
not often.
What if you had like a cream sickle, like a scythe made out of vanilla?
Oh my god, that would be delicious.
And pointy. What are these signs? 7440002A RGE RD131. What in the
That's probably
fuck does
the
that
number and an abbreviation of Ridge Road.
Maybe?
Ridge Racer.
Trying to think of where in... I think we're in America. Where in the United States that they've got mortar fields and also sheep farms.
I mean, the mortar field thing was a joke,
Well, what do you think it was then?
but I couldn't think of anything else that active battery might conceivably mean.
That reminds me that, like an hour's drive from where I live, there's this big abandoned construction tunnel that the I want to say the army does practice exercises in. Some branch of the armed forces. Okay, we're finally on a highway at least. What do you guys think? This way or this way?
Whichever way your heart says is more Something.
I think in this way.
Okay.
On the road again.
Okay.
Open your heart, and it will be all right.
Listen to your heart when he's calling for you.
Remember, SpongeBob, I'll always be right here. In my heart. Actually, in your arteries.
What?
God, I don't remember the exact episode, but it was the one where SpongeBob was talking to the Krabby Patty. And like it was tucking him into bed or some shit. And it was telling him he'd always be inside him. And SpongeBob was like, you'll always be in my heart. Oh my god. Why are you like this?
What?
Why are we like this?
What?
We have dirty minds.
No.
We're tainted. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away.
Bah, bah,
I've got to
bah, bah.
get away.
Tainted Love is a good song.
It is. Did you know that it's a cover?
It is.
Good.
Did you know that it's a cover?
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I think the original had a different title, but yeah, the song is the same.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun is my favorite story of a cover that ended up being more famous from the 80s than the original.
I actually didn't know that that one was a cover.
Cover?
Yeah. It was originally written from like a guy's perspective and it was gross, but then like Cyndi Lauper redid it and was like, yeah, I don't want to do this, but my record company wants me to, so I'm just gonna change it and make it an anthem. Let me
like OG Christina Aguilera shit.
Let me just make it iconic real quick, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think that Cyndi Lauper can slay demons with the high notes that she hits?
Probably.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Isn't she like Captain Lou Albano's daughter or something?
Maybe. Captain Lou. For a second there, I thought that said Agritsuko, and I was gonna freak out.
That's somebody fucking call Sanrio. That's worth a lawsuit.
What is this thing? Are you looking at this?
I am looking at it, but I'm not seeing it.
It looks like a locker with a bunch of bombs strapped to it.
It's like it's right there. I'm looking right at it, but I can't see it.
Well,
I have no idea, buddy. Retsuko.
Washington, Oregon. Okay, so we have like at least a vague idea of where we are now. Like somewhere.
I mean, that tells us nothing. Like that truck could have come any number of miles from its original.
I guess so, but it's really the only lead we have, and I'm not sure how willing I am to keep going along this highway. So, let's see.
On a highway.
Ah, no, sorry, we were in Alberta.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might be in Canada.
Canada.
We were just like in the middle of the woods. Like, there's not a town near here. I guess there's this Limburn place. But, it doesn't really, I mean, it seems like it's just like these two buildings and nothing else. Both of which are churches.
I looked at that empty landscape, and I thought, yes, looks Canadian.
Alright.
Canadian.
Another one.
Canada.
Canada.
I will be right back, and then we will do one more.
Do your best.
Maybe two more. Depends on how quick this one goes. And then if we have enough people, we'll try to do a round of Quiplash.
Yeah.
Nada. Okay, Nayday.
Kunadu.
Nayday. Adanak.
Kadundu.
Nakadu.
Rapadu!
Kanada dado. Banan. Gudu. Gudu.
Sense make.
Wonder what. How would Jabba the Hutt say Canada? Probably like that.
Bada Pudu Canada.
Canada.
Ipsuwati Canada solo.
Incredible.
Yo, Overwatch. Can I fucking see my game, please?
And mercy came down from the heavens and
Oh
had,
wait, that actually just happened. I went into the option menu and suddenly it started rendering, and the pink Mercy skin is on the front page right now.
I'm a prophet. Making profit. Because I got a job and it pays money.
Nice. IMO.
Hello, I like money.
Money is useful.
It can be exchanged for goods and services, and in a society where we are dealing with the effects of late stage capitalism, it is a means to an end. That end being
being able to live more than a day.
Just a solid, livable existence.
Yeah.
We live in a society, Heinz says. Home. Browse maps. Ongoing games. Badges. My profile. My maps? You don't have any. Create new map. My Explorer friends. You haven't added any friends yet. Use the search bar to find fellow Explorer friends. Go Pro. Sign out. Official maps. World. Embark on a journey that takes you all over the world, from the most desolate roads in Australia to the busy, bustling streets of New York City. Famous places, spectacular natural wonders, and astonishing man-made structures. The list of great landmarks are often limited to 7, but the world is filled with wonders. How many can you recognize? Play. Challenge. Search for other players or maps.
Huh.
What is happening?
I'm noticing something that's just like, huh. They put that much thought into it, huh? So I opened up Overwatch to buy the Charity Mercy skin, $15. Go ahead and buy it. All the proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation if you're playing on PC or Xbox One. But the outfit is backless, and you notice that Angela has 2 moles on her back. or like a birthmark or something.
Gotcha.
They went ahead and just put those on there for detail reasons.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's not like a graphical glitch or anything. No matter what I do, it's consistently there.
They're
Which is
just
like,
a thing.
yeah, she just has minor imperfections on her skin, unlike basically anybody in video games.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have expected that.
I noticed in Destiny 2 that in the new expansion, the main character, Anna Bray, she has a scar on the bottom of her chin.
Well, scars are one thing because it's like scars are a design element that like help characterize somebody as being like a fighter or
Yeah.
having experienced some kind of trauma in the past.
And then, like, moles are just there.
Yeah, they're just a thing that you're born with, and unless it's like a beauty mark on somebody's face, you don't usually see them
Fair.
on like animated characters in general, and unless it's like designed
Ow.
there is like something that's like huge and gross, but no, it's just like she just fucking has 2 moles on her back like a normal ass human being.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Why are we talking about moles?
I got the new
Mercy
Mercy
from
skin,
Overwatch has
she
them.
has, yeah, she has 2 moles on her back.
Huh.
Moles. We got them.
So, never mind. How do you guys feel about this place?
Looks vaguely familiar to me.
Also
Yeah.
corporate.
Like, I think a lot of office blocks look like this, or whatever you call these. Like, they're like little business buildings in there. Because this looks,
I'm just saying this.
This looks a lot like,
Brewery.
there's this area outside of Allentown, PA, that looks a lot like this as well.
Like, if you zoom in on a sign, could you hang on it for, like, more than half a second, please? Because, like, on the off chance this is near somewhere I live, I want to be able to read things.
T-Force. E-Post. Sometimes in the dead of night, when nobody's around, and I'm all alone, just all by myself, I do a T-pose. I feel good.
Just T-posing.
Damn good.
Just testing your model.
You know.
T-pose near others to assert your dominance. Nationwide is on your side.
Is that even the right nation?
I don't know,
That's a completely different Nationwide.
but it makes me think of their jingle, so I sang it.
The insurance company has a bird. We got a bird.
Bird.
Well, don't you know
I see,
about the
that's-
bird?
Courier.
Well,
The
Wait.
bird is the word.
Hold
and the word
on.
is the bird.
hold on. American
Are we in
flag,
Canada again?
Canadian flag,
Are we in Canada again?
Canadian flag, American flag.
Or perhaps near Canada.
Are we in Niagara Falls? Or like
Are we in dark Canada?
dark Canada? Or like some other like two country town?
Dark Canada is where they send the Hoosiers who don't say please and thank you.
I thought Hoosiers were people from Indiana.
I suppose that's true.
Philip Chong and
E-R-E.
Evan S. White. Yeah, we're totally in Canada.
10,000
Check it out.
square feet.
Dreamleasing.ca.
Well, we're in Canada again.
And I
We're
imagine
But
in,
that's in,
residential Canada.
That phone number has 10 digits. Do Canadian numbers have 10 digits too?
I think
Yeah.
so, but we saw an American
Probably,
flag
like,
back
all our
then.
infrastructure is more or less connected, so.
So
I
my
imagine
thought
they do.
is that we are we are in a border town of some sort.
I thought I was your thought.
I love
hey,
you.
Pearson is headquartered here. This fuckboys profit off of schools,
North Sales.
education industry.
I'm gonna go down towards these skyscrapers and read some signs.
They're the
along
reason
way.
they're the reason I dread paying for textbooks because they're like $200
Yeah.
or more
That's
at their
the
worst moments.
that's the sort of thing that prevents me from considering going back to college at least too soon.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Probably not going to be paying off my pre-existing school debt for a long time, if ever. So,
I mean, here I am. I literally
Like a
have
hurricane?
have an entire Jesus Christ.
what?
Here I am, rock me like a hurricane.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, most of my education is paid for, and yet here I am still sitting on bills that are preventing me from being able to register for my classes. So I mean,
That sucks.
happens to the best of us.
Wait, are you trying to tell me the Google card didn't go near these? Okay, I was gonna say. Tell me that I can't go near these big-ass skyscrapers. But on the other hand, the Gardiner Expressway. Hey, Hines, have you ever heard of the
Explain.
Gardiner Expressway? It sounds
East.
important, but maybe it's not.
Expressway doesn't abbreviate very gracefully.
No, turns into Expwee.
Exway.
Exwee.
Expressway.
Expressway.
Be very, very quiet.
Mr. Trudeau? Mr. Trudeau? Hello? Mr. Trudeau?
Hello.
Hello?
Is it... You guys ever wonder if it's Justin
What's
Trudeau or
this?
Justin Trudeau? I think that's in Ontario. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go off of that, and we'll see if you're right. Wait, Ontario is a province, not a town. Never mind, I am an idiot.
I think Niagara Falls is somewhere in Ontario now.
Maybe? Could be Kingston. Kingston, Ontario. Seabrook. Oh, it's Sherbrooke, never mind. Seabrook? Could be Niagara Falls.
Look near the Quebec border.
Trey.
Yeah,
Why?
why not?
Why? We could be in
I-
Cornwall.
We've sinned enough on this stream. We just gotta sin more. They can't stop. Won't stop.
Wah.
Wah!
Wah.
Wah!
Wah.
What is this a sign for? Cavalia Odyssey. Odysseyoi. A once-in-a-lifetime
Odysseo?
experience.
It's a pony.
The ponies.
I'm
Pony.
riding on the horse of love. That doesn't work, really.
2012. We gotta stop pony.
Hey, is Penske just a Pennsylvania thing, or do y'all have that in other places?
No, Penske's everywhere, my dude.
Alright. Now, I was gonna say, if it is,
My good babe.
then we were probably, like, up here somewhere. But,
Across the lake from Toronto.
yeah. Like, above Erie. You know, I've actually never
there
been
was
to Erie.
Niagara Falls up there.
Oh. Yeah, so there is. I'm just gonna guess Niagara Falls. Yeah. Okay, we were in, like, in between Toronto and Mississauga, but still. Yeah, 4
Yeah.
stars. Ah. here we are again.
Niagara Falls.
You've got a fast car. I want to get anywhere.
Don't sing that
How
song, it
about
makes
we
me
make a
cry.
deal? How about together we can get somewhere?
Babe! That song makes me sad.
It's a sad song.
It's a sad song.
It's a good song, though.
It is.
Pony. Daddy, I want another pony.
Father cat is hungry. We buy new cat.
What?
Our stream stopped making any sense like 5 hours ago.
We've only been streaming for 2 hours.
Exactly.
And yet, it's still true.
Man, who
Do you
do
ever
you...
just want to confuse your girlfriend sometimes?
Yes.
Can't relate.
Hey, babe. Babe,
I'm going to die alone.
do you like jazz?
I do like jazz.
You like jazz?
I've never actually seen the Bee Movie, and I feel like I'm probably not missing much.
Honestly, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I could go the entire rest of my life without.
I was
watching that
11
movie.
when I saw it on the day it came out, or at least the weekend it came out, and thought it was the funniest shit. But now, you're good. I'm good.
Did you
Yeah,
know the
I kind
minute
of feel
that
that way about Shark Tale.
I've never seen Shark Tale either. Did you know when you left the theater that it would persist in the cultural memory for that long? Oh
I
god.
did not. I probably wasn't even thinking a damn thing about that. I was 11.
We're in
I just thought
Arizona.
it was funny that the bee could talk, and he was talking about the white man.
We're in Arizona, somewhere near Santa Fe. Well, Santa Fe is actually in New Mexico, right? So yeah, we got to be like right here.
Santa Fe.
Santa
What?
What?
Fe.
AR stood for Argentina. We were near Santa Fe, Argentina.
We're fools.
Foolish.
Actually, yeah, no, babe, AR isn't even the Arizona postal code. That's AZ. AR is
Isn't AR
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Shut up.
You're doing your best.
What's going on here?
The thing was so hot the cherry picker arm melted.
One too many trips to the punch bowl for the garbage truck.
Hey babe, are you a cherry picker?
I guess in some senses I am.
Kinky.
That's not what I meant. Causes me great distress.
This makes Jane cry on her own goddamn stream day.
Arizona would have been AZ, right? Now you listen here.
Yeah.
You listen here. We all make mistakes in this lifetime.
We do.
Is this a map
The
of
important
New
thing
Jersey?
is to move on and learn from them. And also have a little bit of a laugh about it.
What place is this?
Well, I can tell you this. It is a place with spatial coordinates corresponding to length, width, and depth.
Is that a thing? Do they usually give you the Z coordinate when they tell you where something is? You need to know how far above or underground it is.
I mean, maybe in Colorado.
If you're looking for like a gold
Sea level.
deposit, I guess.
Sea level.
Everybody say Colorado. I'm a giraffe. Oh dear. We are in France?
Man la vallée.
The Z
La
coordinate.
Zélière, Romain,
Roma.
Ozois, La Ferrière.
Hello again.
Wait, zoom back in on that? Zoom back in on that. Okay, so that's
Parking.
I thought it said Italy.
Parking.
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 Or as they say in France, le parking.
Le parking.
Rude.
Parlez-vous
Hey!
français?
Hey,
Mais oui.
this is where Professor Qua is from.
Rue de la Croix. Croix.
I didn't realize
Qua.
she was that famous.
LaCroix is disgusting.
Croix sensei.
LaCroix
Le
can
fuck.
suck.
Place del Popolo.
LaCroix.
Salon de coiffure.
Salon de coiffure. Which means I believe it's a hair salon.
Why am I looking at the random business?
Italian
sign?
restaurant.
Well, that means we're in Italy. There's no other possible explanation for that.
We could be in Switzerland.
Do they? Yeah, they speak French in some parts of Switzerland.
They speak French, Italian, German, and Romansh.
Romansh, of course, being the Swiss language, which is for some fucking reason not called Swiss.
Because nothing can be easy with Europe.
I think it might actually be because Swiss is a dialect of German, but it's still kind of silly.
Guardia Svizzera.
Where are we? We've ended up like in some kind of back alley. We're gonna get kidnapped.
By the Pope.
By the yes, the Pope that lives in Switzerland.
Pope napping.
I don't think that's been a concern since the 15th century, babe. The Pope living
Has
in
the
Switzerland.
Pope ever been abducted?
I meant the Pope
I would
being in
think that's
Switzerland,
very different.
but it wouldn't surprise me too much, like the earlier days of the papacy before it was such
That time there were 3 popes who all excommunicated each other.
I think that's no, that only happened once. There have been many periods where there were 2 popes though. But I meant like the Roman days,
Allez, Champollion.
where it was like just whoever was in charge of the church in Rome, and they were frequently expedited, or simply killed, depending on what the emperor felt like at the time.
Don't you mean excommunicated?
No, I mean like
No?
shipped out of the country, like be gone.
Oh, expatriated.
Yeah, that's it.
Be gone, Pope! Oh, man.
20 less ati.
De Attili.
Like, I would like
More
to
signs.
like to find like a big sign with
I'll
like
take more signs for 500, Alex.
with like the name of where we are. College gymnast. I wonder what that could possibly mean. It's an enigma. It's an enigma. Edward Nigma. That's the Riddler.
Riddle
Do
me
you
this.
miss... I miss Rue de la Croix.
Okay. Hey,
Germany, France, the European Union, and
in Italy.
Ireland?
Italy.
It's Italy,
Yeah.
probably.
Uh,
Switzerland looking pretty good right now.
yeah, like maybe like right here. Okay, we were actually in Paris, apparently.
Oh, okay. We
No.
were just straight up in Paris.
Well, like in one of the suburbs of Paris.
Oh,
But in Paris, nonetheless.
Okay, that was a weird one.
Mhm.
Also, is this just like the same place? Oh, it was the same place. It didn't load in the new
It just
area.
took forever to load.
Answer to my question. Yes. Nah, Gogo. I was talking about
Yeah.
like the pre-medieval period when the Pope was just basically like a guy in Rome, and the Roman Emperor would sometimes be like, "Hey, get the fuck out."
Like the actual Roman Emperor.
Yeah, like the Caesar. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like what? When was the Catholic Church actually established?
We don't really know. Um, there was already like a fairly there was already like a fairly extensive infrastructure by the time that the Nicene Council was called, or Nicene Council. I can never remember how it's pronounced. Um,
I think it's Nicaean.
that was like the start of the like official. Well, at the time, I guess it would have just been the Christian Church because the Catholic and Orthodox split was later. But like that's when we know it started, but we also know that there was infrastructure before that. So, kind of an open question as to when it stopped being like a movement and became a church, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
I had to learn about this in religion class in middle school. If anybody is wondering why I knew all that. And then the Catholic and Orthodox split happened in the like 1100s, I think.
Mm.
I believe
Because,
it was
schisms.
yeah. The official beginning of that was when the Byzantine emperor and the current pope excommunicated each other, and that one's kind of hard to resolve nowadays because the technically speaking, the head of the Orthodox Church is still vacant because there is no Orthodox emperor anymore. There hasn't been for many years. So the question of who is in charge of the Orthodox Church is kind of a vague one.
I thought the head of the Orthodox Church was called the Patriarch.
There's a number of patriarchs, each one heading a specific national church, and the one that kind of de facto acts as the representative for all of them is the Greek patriarch. I think Bartholomew II is the current one. But there's also one in Russia, one in there's a bunch of them. There's like 5 or 6 big ones, and then a bunch of smaller ones. And then you have the Coptics, who are their own thing entirely, and they have their own pope who lives
they
in
based
Egypt.
out of like Egypt.
Yeah, I believe their pope.
Wait, is that another croix?
Yep.
That sign there, the croix verte.
Green Cross.
Yep.
Fuck the HRE.
Fuck the HRE indeed.
When are you playing? Oh, you're playing Medieval 2 Total War. I see. You ever think if it's gonna be like there's gonna be like a thing in like 1,000 years? There's gonna be something called the American Republic, based in like fucking central Brazil or something. Like some.
God, I hope.
That would be kind of funny. Not that we'd be around to see it, but you know.
The United States of America is barely functional as a nation, and I question that its existence is so worth fighting for that we keep it alive artificially.
I do wonder how things would have gone if we had kind of gone with the American Federation approach, where it was more of like just like a very loose grouping of independent states.
I don't know if that would be worse or better.
I don't know either. I mean, we can't really know because it didn't happen, but
Because on the one hand, Union did accomplish a number of things for the better, pretty much the outcome of the Civil War. But on the other hand, like us being this huge and demanding this many resources really doesn't accomplish a whole lot these days.
Yeah. Go postulates that it would be worse for some and better for others, which I feel like that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things like we'll never know probably, unless somebody invents like an alternate history machine, which would be.
I mean,
pretty
unless
dope.
something like that were to happen in the future, but even then, we wouldn't know how it would be if or from the very beginning.
Life is a highway. I wanna click along it all night long. Gimme, yeah. Z.A. Delorme. I wanna go there all night long. Hey,
Saint Martin.
Dutray.
Dutray.
Trey.
Trey.
He might be talking
Trey.
to his family again.
Must be talking to his family.
Trey.
Look.
Trey.
Look.
Saint Martin Dutray.
It's you.
That's me.
Wait, would that be Saint Martin the Third?
Probably, yeah. Or
Saint Martin Dutray.
I guess that's like the name of a nearby area. Maybe it's the name of, maybe
feel
actually it's probably the name of a
It
church.
might be an abbreviation.
Because this says fifth. I think this says no. How am I supposed to read this? What does this 5.st mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's the name of a church because Saint Martin the Third sounds like it would be the name of a church. Yeah, look, it's totally the name of a church. There's like all these places nearby. Can we like go to Saint Martin the Third? I kind of want to look at it and see if it's like nice. Maybe
F.
it's coming up ahead on
It's coming up.
Millhouse.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there.
You've got to press it on you. You just thinking that's what you do, baby. Hold it down
You
there.
have a nice voice.
He does.
Thank you.
He can also do a really good MC Ride impression. So he's got range.
Yeah, I think I'll save that one for when Shrednude comes
Yeah,
back.
we have to like have a coming back party for him when that whole business finally gets sorted out.
Yeah.
Hey, have either of you watched Agretzko?
I have
Not yet.
I've
I
seen
intend-
like some of the older like the web shorts, but I haven't seen any of the full length Netflix series. It doesn't 100% seem like my thing, but
It was fun. I think you might find the ability to enjoy it.
perhaps
But I don't really know. But I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm just gonna put our peg in Central France. I got no idea where the fuck we are.
It's France.
We were in we were in an
You're in
outskirt of
Paris
Paris again. God damn it. I swear there are other parts of France. I've seen them in this game before.
There's a whole country. It's not just Paris, right?
Well, they do call it the Ile-de-France. For a long time, France basically was just Paris.
Isn't that how most countries like start?
Not like it depends. Not really though. Like Spain is an amalgamation of about 4 or 5 different medieval kingdoms.
Well,
Germany is
yeah,
the same
that
way.
I knew.
Italy's the
And
same
Italy.
way. Switzerland.
Italy's a lot more than 5, though. Holy
Oh yeah,
shit.
Italy is made up of what was formerly the territory of like a good 20 or 30 different city-states.
So many.
Although there was also a period of time
Like,
where a good
when
amount of the
Rome
peninsula.
fell, it fell hard.
There was also a time where a good amount of the peninsula was controlled by the Papal State, and immediately after the
Yeah.
fall of Rome, there was a fellow named Odoacer. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly wrong. Who was like the self-styled king of Rome, and that lasted for a little while, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, history. We've covered a wide breadth of topics on tonight's show.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is this sign?
Then what about Marseille? Marseille.
Marseille?
Like, isn't that like way in southern France? Like, was that just like fucking a port that nobody that like was that just nothing until the
What I mean
until the Kingdom of France decided to make it a port or something?
What I mean when I say that France used to more or less just be Paris is that the central control of the Kingdom of France did not extend very far for a long time.
I see.
It was like the king ruled the Ile-de-France, and then the rest was ruled by various dukes and counts who nominally answered to him, but in effect they tended to be more independent than not. I don't remember quite when that stopped being the case, but I know it was so for like a long time, from like the Clovian period to well, there was the rise of Charles the Great, and then I think after that is kind of when France started to get like a bit more centralized and a bit more like singular as a country.
That also sounds like the history of a lot of countries.
Yeah,
Like that's a ton of different periods of China in a nutshell, more or less.
yeah. In fact, one of the reasons
That's why China tended to have dynasty changes like every few centuries.
One of the reasons that European history has been so volatile is because Europe is comparatively pretty small compared to the other continents.
It's pretty small, and everybody won't stop shutting up about how great their particular branch of the middle of the tiny continent is.
And
they feel like they have to prove it by going and killing each other.
And if you look at the Roman period, there was even some like very tentative and distant contact between Rome and the ruling dynasty of China at the time, which I don't remember the name of.
Yeah,
and
like they're in China, they referred to the Roman Empire as Daqin for a long time.
Yeah, and they were considered they kind of considered themselves counterparts of each other, I believe.
Yeah, which like isn't wrong, except Rome fucked up and deleted itself, and China just kept resetting over and over.
Hey, you guys want to go to Kubasari?
Well, now we know we're in somewhere Dutch speaking.
Honestly, that could be a lot of languages. It could be.
It seems Dutch-like.
It could be Dutch or Afrikaans.
I mean, Afrikaans is based on Dutch. So.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same language.
But it's Dutch-esque.
Yeah, but like
it's the Dutch DLC where they added a new continent and racism.
The Dutch DLC. The Dutch DLC. Okay, you know what then? I'm just going to put us in South Africa, because I kind of want to play a game of Quiplash.
But what if we're in Holland?
Too late. Too late. I already did it. Oh, hey, guess where we fucking
what
were?
Did I say?
No, we were not. We were in Latvia.
No, we weren't even in Latvia. We were in Estonia.
We were in Estonia. Ah, definitely Dutch. We earned 7 points. 5 stars. But babe, please tell me about how that was obviously Dutch again.
You can't blame
Estonia.
me for not knowing what the fuck Baltic is.
Estonia, the country across the ocean, or across the
The
Baltic Sea
entire
from
Black
Finland.
Sea. I know how bad I fucked up, but you cannot blame me for not knowing what fucking Baltic
I
languages look like.
said it could be any number of languages. I didn't specifically say Estonian, but it could have been, and it was. Look at that. Look at that. And like,
It
not even like
seems
anywhere.
Dutch to me. How many languages do you see where KOO is a valid sequences of letter? Valid
Plenty.
sequence of letters.
You never heard of Great Karoo? Wait, that's
Karoo
ROO.
isn't KOO.
Never mind. Game finished. Well done. Fuck you, GeoGuessr. Fuck off.
We have fun here.
Alright. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we will... If there are enough people interested, we will start up a game at Quiplash.
Yeah.
If you are friends with me on Discord, just let me know. If you are not friends with me on Discord, let me drop my my thing in the chat. Babe, can you post my like Discord number string? It doesn't let me look at it while I'm streaming.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ow. Ow. Ooh, ow. Ah. Yeah.
Ooh, ah. My bones.
It's simple. We drink the juice that makes our bones hurt.
Okay, next. Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I got kind of sick, but I'm okay now, I think.
Okay.
Is
As
everybody
long as you're okay.
still good? Was anybody
I'm good.
interested in joining the Quiplash game?
Um, we had some people, on the server say that they were interested. So I think if we share the room code, make or at
Yeah,
least add more people to the call, we should be good.
yeah. Well, not technically to the call, but I know what you meant.
Yeah, but add
The
them
room.
to the room
The group DM.
without, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, all right. Win and Cammy are interested, so I will add them. Oh no! Well, Trey, that is sucky. Okay. Trey said he's gonna restart and then try to rejoin.
Yeah, apparently his headphones have stopped
Yeah.
working with his computer.
Apparently Cammy is not interested. Alright. Okay, well, add Win to the call. There they are. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bo 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 bo. This has to be an absolutely thrilling segment of the VOD.
Honestly.
Huh. Do 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 do. Bless you. Oh, good. Somebody is arguing with me about Arrow Manga Sensei on Reddit. I'm just gonna leave that left unread for the time being.
Is this in direct messages or?
No, just like in a regular thread, but you get DMs notifying you of when you get replied to on Reddit because reasons. Malo was here for a second.
Hello.
Hi.
Mala, mute.
Yeah, you gotta be muted because we're still alive.
Mute yourself, girl. She does a sigh.
She does.
I think I'm back.
You are. Hello, Trey.
Yeah, you're back.
You-
But yeah, sorry, folks. If you do join for Jackbox, you do have to mute your mic. It's just kind of to keep the stream from getting a little bit out of control.
Oh, I didn't realize it was Mala's birthday. Happy birthday, Mala.
It's not her birthday in my time zone, but nonetheless, happy birthday!
Happy East
Happy
Coast.
People
birthday.
should give her talking privileges because it's her birthday.
I guess if she wants. This is the only thing I don't like about doing Quiplash on stream is it takes like a million years to set up.
Yeah.
And we usually only end up doing 1 or 2 rounds anyway.
Yeah.
Probably like start Jackbox at some point, you know? That's loud. It's extremely loud. There we go. Y'all ever just quit? Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the screen share so you guys can join if you want. Well,
Is your screen not already on share?
it's on the wrong window. So I have to
I
like
see.
stop sharing this one and then
Got it.
share this. You guys see it okay?
There we go.
Treyman!
Heyo.
I mean, if it's just the 5 of us, then it's just the 5 of us. Yeah, screen share has noise now, which works sometimes, but not always.
The tiniest drywall.
Also discovering that Magic Moon doesn't like this game very much. It's like, really, who joined as tax fraud?
Win, probably, if I had to guess.
Extremely fraudulent. Yeah, I guess if it's just
Yoshi,
the 5 of us,
it's
that's fine.
tax fraud.
Actually, I should ask GoGo if they want to join. Real quick. Oh, they're not on Discord. Okay. Well, it's me, tax fraud. I guess that is everybody then? Wait, no. There's 5 people in the call and only 4 in the game who didn't join yet. Win, I guess.
Win.
Win.
Winner, winner.
Chicken dinner?
Chicken dinner. So she can be by in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're only doing 1 round, so... She can join, like, the regular VC later, but...
Yeah.
You know. That's just how these things shake out sometimes. I'm thinking that maybe, like, Quiplash is not a great stream game. Maybe we will just do it, like...
Did you turn on audience code, by the way?
Oh, hold on. They'll be able to join, if I have the thing streaming, which I will in a second. I forgot to turn it on.
Your court-ordered host of Quiplash.
What?
Remember, there is nothing between you and victory but your own brain. So, yeah. Hey, somebody's got to win, right?
Screen share has audio now.
Yeah, screen share has audio now,
Round one.
sometimes.
You'll get 2 prompts on your
Not
device.
always.
Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
It's like not showing up on stream. There we go. Okay. Typing. Do 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 do.
Let's take a look. Starting things off.
A better name for France.
You don't have to read these aloud anymore, babe.
I have to read the answers out loud.
Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite.
Saint Martin Dutré or France 2?
It's obvious which one I'm going for.
Next up. What do ceramic garden gnomes do at night? It's voting time.
What do ceramic garden gnomes do at night? Secret gnome coven meetings with Torbjorn or invoke the wisdom of the deep gods?
Fair.
Is that deep?
The deep lore.
Also, Torbjorn's a dwarf.
Torbjorn is a dwarf, but you know the solidarity.
Next is your personal catchphrase if you
Your
are on one of
personal
those Real
catchphrase if
Housewives
you
shows.
were on one of those Real Housewives shows. You are valid, or that's pussy, babe.
Vote on your devices.
I feel like this is an obvious choice, but it's still so good.
You are valid. I won though.
Valid to lose.
Okay, next one.
No, Toulouse
That
is
is
in
valid
France.
to be
That's the last
That
question.
contains the name of a U.S. state.
Come up with a dessert that contains the name of a U.S. state. West Virginia or Alaskan bullworm? You're supposed to make it a dessert, not just the name of the state. I say as I vote for the name of the state.
West Virginia.
We have yet to have a 3-0
But West
vote.
Virginia isn't the best Virginia.
The strangest reason
To get a divorce. Dick to bomb or wife hates me.
Voting time.
And hates me is one word for some reason.
Okay, well, wife hates me is actually a reasonable reason, though.
Quick question, does anyone meditate?
I don't contemplate, I meditate and off your fucking head. Just
Finally,
not
a
put
good
the kids
match.
to bed.
Round one is in the books. Let's see the scores. Now, round two, where all
Wynn
the
says I meant to
choices
say
are
wife
equal.
hates eels and my phone keyboard kicked my ass.
Know that feel. Play Quiplash on PC, kids. PC Master Race.
No. Although, I do think it's funny that the game plays better on computer and it was originally intended to be played on your phone.
Yeah.
My wife hates eels.
It's a deal breaker.
Let's start this show. The first prompt is, what's the first thing you would do if you could time travel?
What's the first thing you would do if you could time travel? Separate the United States or tell my first grade self he was a fuckboy? First grade self.
Damn. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Carrie.
First grade.
Relatable.
Next. Okay, fine. What do you want
Wife
to talk about
hates
then?
eels. That's not amore.
Vote on
Okay,
your
fine.
devices.
What do you want to talk about then? Committing tax fraud or the well-known anti-hero Venom? Gee, I wonder who made these answers.
Ha! Surprising.
Oh,
You were
shit.
expecting a zig, but I zagged on you.
20 Serpentine. It was last year.
20
And
Serpentine.
yes.
Upstairs neighbors would be people that blank.
The worst upstairs neighbors would be people that have a tap dance fetish or people that jump up and down on pogo sticks while cocaine.
Wild cocaine.
Cocaine.
Wild cocaine. Not wild
While
on cocaine. They just are
slash
cocaine.
during the event of cocaine.
I may have forgotten a word.
A preposition, babe.
Possibly.
Did you miss a prep?
Next one.
Possibly.
A double rainbow doesn't have gold at the end of it. Instead, it has blank.
A double rainbow doesn't have gold at the end of it. Instead it has me, or instead it has a good Widowmaker skin. Is that an Overwatch?
Yes.
And that's how we know that Mala is a treasure.
I appreciated it though, Cherry.
She's a treasure.
Ooh, woo, watch.
And next, the best thing to yell while going over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
I'm just a knight.
It's
The
voted
best. Ah, or Samus's trance.
Samus's trash.
I really like both of these, but I think I have to vote for ah.
Nemer.
For the simplicity.
Nemer.
Ah.
It's all 2-to-1 votes, folks.
Yeah.
Except that one time
That's
Dick
all
2
for round
bombed.
two. Fire up the
I
scoreboard.
think we're gonna have to figure out a better way to do Quiplash on stream.
Just more people.
Yeah, but like, we get people
we should,
who are like,
you know what we should do? We should plan these things so we get more people ahead of
yeah,
time.
yeah, like,
There's just one prompt, and
yeah.
you're all getting it.
Wait a minute, it was your suggestion that we play it tonight.
Yeah, that was kind of a self-critical tone I was taking there.
The worst thing you could stick in a toaster.
Estonia and Holland, and now this. It's like I don't even know you anymore, Carrie. I love you.
I love you too.
Well, you know what they say about all toasters.
You know what they say, Luigi.
All toasters toast bread.
First of all, Eddie, toast doesn't go in a toaster. Bread does.
And
Second of all, it's actually an antique radio.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes. You can give them all to one answer or spread them out.
Yeah. You dick, my dog, bread, your phone with $600 worth of Fate Go JPEGs, or previously toasted toast.
Wait a minute. 20%? Did everybody get 3 votes?
I think it is entirely possible that that's exactly what happened. Oh no, you got
Oh, no.
6,
I got
which might be
Glad
enough
they
to
got it. 'Cause I sure as hell didn't.
push you over the edge.
That's the
It's
end.
a,
Let's
it's
see
a
the
mobile
final
game
scoreboard.
thing.
Yeah, I know what Fate Grand Order is, but I don't do it.
Hooray! I won.
That's a Jane.
All right. Well, that was Quiplash.
Dick 2 bomb.
Dick to mom.
Here's a fun comment in the chat. Do you want to take a quiz? No, I'm good. Anyway, rigged. Yeah. This stream was kind of
A mess, but it was a fun mess.
Yeah.
We did the damn thing.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we certainly did. But we will be streaming again tomorrow. If anybody would feel so inclined as to make a donation, here's the Ko-fi link again. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow, myself and Cherry, but we will figure something out. Possibly something new. Ooh.
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 For you folks on the call, I'm going to be moving my stuff back to my room and hopping over to VC on the server. For everybody in the audience, for whatever thing there isn't overlap for, thank you for coming out, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a lovely night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.